Maybe even a little bit closer. Thank you, friend. Hello, everybody. Hello, my friends. What's going on? Hello. Good morning. I guess it's not morning. It is like almost evening. It is 3:16 p.m. where I am. Hello, my friends. Who we got here? Hello, Giselle. Hello, hello. Who else we got? Who else is here? Hanging out at Olive Garden. When you hear your family. Good morning. Hello, Alley Cat. Alley Cat, are you new? I can't tell if you're new. If you've been, maybe you've been here once or twice, or you haven't talked much. Hello, Sezzy. Hello, Mocha. Crazy says it's only 9:16 in Hawaii. Wow, good for you. But is it tomorrow? No, it's like it's not like where you're all the way in tomorrow, right? It's still Wednesday for you. Hello, Lily Pickles. Hello, Royal. Hello, Mercedes. Tax Fraud said, hey, Lily, did friend do my hair today? Looks different. I used different product today, but I did it myself. I'm sure if friend had had a hand in it, it would have looked even better, though, or would look even better. Hello, Archangel. Can you get a closer peek of the earrings? Absolutely. I will say, friend did get me these earrings, and they are very cool. You should be able to read them from here, right? Yeah. 7 a.m. in New Zealand. Cool. Hello, Trish. Hello, Bree. Hello, Natalie. Hello, Jello. Giselle says we're in the same time zone. Perfect. Yes. Ali says I'm new to this side. Got you. Well, I'm glad you're here. And if anyone's here for the first time from TikTok or elsewhere, say hi. We're having a great time here. Loca, hello. Osito, hello. Yes, Olive Garden. Hello, Taylor. Hello, Shashit. How you doing? Marky Mark, hi. You love OG as an Olive Garden. Well, you're in the right place. Hello, Finley. Hello, K-Max. Happy birthday, by the way. K-Max, hello. I'm sorry. I must have spilled K-Max. Sorry. It's 9:16 in Germany. Well, wie geht's? Lemon says hi. Hello, Lemon. Hello, Optimus. Optimus Spine. That's a fun name. Welcome. Marie, hello. Lily Tino supporter. Lily Nation. I made this account just for you. Wow. Lily Nation. I haven't heard that one before. I love that. Welcome. Kim says, "Why are you trans?" Trans. You don't choose to be trans. You just are. So I didn't choose it. No trans person chose to be trans. Just like you don't choose your hair color. Oh, well, you can like technically dye your hair, but you don't choose how tall you are. You don't choose what ethnicity you are. You don't choose if you're gay or straight or bi. You just are. I never chose to be trans. I'm just living my life. Vanna, hello. Hello, Knots. And thank you, Optimus. Mocha says, my hair looks amazing, so fluffy and full. Thank you. Mercedes says, what are we having to eat? I'm not sure yet. We're going to go through the menu in a bit. We need to get a drink first. Hello, Josie. Am I single? I am. I have a friend with benefits, and people would say that I have a girlfriend, but I don't. So yes, I'm single. Alyssa says, so happy to see you today. I didn't know if we would be lucky to see you. Yeah, so I'm actually probably not going to stream on Friday, which is why I'm streaming today and tomorrow instead. Hello, Puma. Hello, Chris. How come you can't say Twitch on TikTok? TikTok just doesn't like you doing anything. TikTok will jump at any opportunity to penalize you. So yeah. Marie, thank you. Love the earrings. Thank you. Drela, love top tier earrings. Thank you. Bison, hello. Hello. I'm afraid you weren't going to stream today. I am. How are you doing, my friend? Shashit says hello, Peyton. Or can I say hello, Peyton? Hello, Peyton. Finley says, can you say happy birthday, Finley? Happy birthday. Talia says hi again. Hello. Karki says, oh my God, hi. Is it a full moon today since you're live on a Wednesday? Yeah. I'm just not streaming on Friday, probably. So I'm making up for it here. Hello, Smilla. Plummy, hi. Work in progress. Hello from the UK. What's up? Melly, hello. Angelica, hello. Madison from Scotland. What's up? I think I mentioned this before, but I studied in Glasgow, and I love Glasgow. So, Kim says, "Why do you get the hate? What did you do?" I don't know. Y'all tell me. I post provocative content, but at the end of the day, the whole point. I'm sure people can post their opinions in chat, and yeah, there'll be a discussion. But I understand my content is provocative, but the whole point is for people to see it, be provoked and then ask themselves, wait, why is this provocative? This shouldn't be provocative. This should just be normal. That's the point. Get people used to it. Bree says hello. Hello, Bree. Talia says, I downloaded Twitch for this. Thank you. Welcome. Hello, Lila. Hi, Lila. Looking good as always. What's the best thing you smelled today? That is an interesting question. I don't know. I don't know if I haven't smelled anything significant today. Maybe hair product. I have to think about that. Ken says, "Oh dang, was really rooting for Golden Corral. Like the thought of the buffet." I did a couple polls and Golden Corral just didn't make it through. I guess I'm not terribly upset, but I don't know. Soko, hello, long time no see. Hi. Mercedes says it's 3:18 in Canada. Cool. Lisa, hi. Angeles, hello. Talia says that sounds cool. Yes. Shashi says, hello, Levi and Peyton. What's up, you two? Tiny says, oh, you want my Arnold accent? I can do Arnold. Hello, Michaela. Hello, that girl. Lily Tino supporter says, what are you going to have to drink? We're going to find out very soon. Mrs. Mikiza says you have to get an Alfredo boat to dip the breadsticks. Yum. It's a big yum. It's very yummy. Angeli says, how do you not get nervous recording in public? It's because I'm from Austria, and in Austria, everyone record in public. Actually, I don't know. I just do it, and I never felt very nervous about it. Hello, J. Sophie. Hello, Lay. All right, that's enough. Too many new people in here. Lay says, what was it like in Disney this go-around? Did you experience any negative encounters? A couple, but like 95%, maybe more, were great. People were very nice. A lot of people came up and asked to wanted to meet me or wanted to take a picture with me, and I was happy to. A couple of people were rude. Like some group went by and was like, said something rude, and it happened once or twice, but by and large, it was really great. Lemon says, I've never understood why people are so rude to you. You're really nice. Thank you, Lemon. Hello, Ariana. Mercedes says, I was bi before, but then I realized I like guys more because I dated a girl. Then I realized I like guys. Good for you. Good for you. Angela says, hopefully this isn't taken the wrong way, but did you actually say the N-word? Well, here's the thing. Not really. If you ever watch my streams, you'll notice in this stream specifically, any stream, I will swap letters and vowels on accident because I'm talking for like 3 hours at a time straight, which, I'm good at and love doing, but, here and there, instead of saying like, Olive Garden, I might be like Gollivarden, right? It's just because I'm talking stream of consciousness and I'm not like actively putting together words in my head. And one time I was talking about my dog Nugget and I swapped a vowel for Nugget Shivers, and it came out and it was like, oh no, that's awful. A really unfortunate sequence of words, but nothing more than just sounds, no intention. So you can do with that what you will. Some people are fine with that and I can sleep easily, but it's up to you. Hello, Tina. Hi. Marie says the world has gone soft and can't handle trans people with different opinions. Marie, I tend to agree with you. Yes, Tiny. Hello, you got your Arnold. Hello, yo girl. How you doing? Yeah, exactly, user52. Mispronounced Nugget on accent. There was no intention behind it. I would never say that with any intention. Mercedes says, what's your favorite animal? Dogs. I love dogs. Hey, I'm still not ready yet. Sorry. Maybe 5-10 more minutes. Thank you. You got to get the lasagna frita. I think we did that maybe last time or the time before, but we'll go through the whole menu and figure it out. Of course, Tiny. Hello, Catherine. Kathleen says you were cracking me up doing the Arnold voice in line at Disneyland. That was fun, yeah. Prane says, so you post provocative content to rage bait? No. Rage bait, the way I would define it, is content that exists solely to make you mad, right? So for no other reason, there's no point behind it. It's just the person who's posting it says, I'm going to make money and get engagement just because I know this is going to make people mad. There's nothing more behind it. My content is provocative, but the hope is that it eventually won't be provocative. That a trans woman could take a bathroom selfie and it just be normal, right? That's the point, right? Just because it makes people mad and is provocative doesn't mean it's rage bait, if that makes sense. But Trish is on a 70 stream streak. Awesome. Hello, Jay Clark. Thank you. Angela says, I see. Yo Girl says, hope you got some sleep. Lila says, I feel like asking super random questions today. Sure. Are you up for it? If you were a cow, would you have like cow patterns or not, and what color, I have no idea. I guess I'd go like baby pink and white, maybe. If I could do outlines on the white spots, potentially. Could be kind of cute. Favorite cuisine? Indian, Japanese, and Italian are kind of up there. Maybe Chinese, tied for first? No, just the first three. Ken says, does it bother you that a lot of the people who took pics with you are posting them on TikTok and saying not nice things? I've seen people say nice things too. And look, that is just the territory that comes with people when you are known by people, whether you're, an influencer, a politician, an actor. People are going to ask for your picture and smile at you and then talk trash about you later or say nice things. So there's not much I can do about that. All I can do is, feel privileged to have the opportunity to take pictures with people and know that I am, doing what I should be doing to get myself with have the profession that I want, and leave it at that. Hello, Canna. Hello, Janice. 2 hours. Do I play games? Video games, not much on stream. Here and there, but not much. Not much. Janice said, I just housed a Firehouse sub and now I need a nap, but I got a grocery shop. Struggles. Real struggles. What did I miss? Hello, Miss Patty. Not much. We haven't even read the menu yet. Yeah, what kind? Are you always sleepy? Yo Girl says, Lily, loving the look today. Thank you. My hair is definitely on one. Yes. Angela says, so you don't get nervous at all reporting in public. I wish that was me. I mean, as long as I'm, doing normal things like just eating, I'm not doing anything to disrupt. So yeah, no, not a problem for me. Tanya said, I was literally thinking I would be a pink and white cow. See? There it is. Katie wants Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden. Hello, Tactical Barbie. Trips have been fantastic. Disney was wonderful. I want to go back. I'm going to try and get back soon. And now I'm visiting a friend. So streaming at Olive Garden. Stracy, who's barbecue brisket? Italian barbecue brisket? Where's that from? Hello, Frankie. Chug says, what's the worst thing someone has ever said to me? Oh, geez. I mean, look at my comment section. Probably every day someone is setting the new record for terrible things to say to me. In person, I don't know. I don't terribly feel like repeating it. There's one thing that comes to mind, but some pretty awful things. Yeah. Lila said, if Disney were to ask you to be one of the characters for a day, to take pics with all the visitors, like in the Mickey Mouse suit, what character would I be? I mean, I'd be a face character, and I'd probably want to be like a sassy face character. I don't know, like, could I be Ursula? Is there an Ursula face character? I want to be a villain. I want to be snarky to people. Janice says, I got... Stracy, you're talking about the Firehouse sub. Got it. I got the Hot One sub. It was a thing last year, and he hasn't eaten Firehouse since. I almost killed. It's funny. Angela says, if you weren't a content... Oh my God, I keep losing my spot. If you weren't a content creator, what would you be doing, or what would you want to do? Honestly, I'd probably want to work at Disneyland or Disney World. Probably Disneyland, because it's at least in California. Leigh says, not to get TMI, but when is your surgery scheduled for? Are you scared to experience it? What's your thought on the topic? I don't have a date yet. I'm still getting hair removal downstairs, but hopefully as soon as possible. What are my thoughts on it? It's very nerve-wracking. It's a pretty big surgery, but I'm excited for it, and I know I'm going to be happy with it. So overall, positive. Otherwise, I wouldn't be getting it. Mercedes says, I've never been to Disneyland. I really want to, I just don't have the money for it. Yeah, it is pretty expensive. Shashit says, can you give some words of motivation for my friend Aria? She's having a hard time right now. Sure, Aria. Wherever you are, whoever you are, thinking about you. You got this. You got this. I believe in you. I want to be Kevin or Divine. I don't know Kevin. Who's Kevin? Who's Divine? I don't know who either of those people are. Tiny says, but we also have to understand that Lily can't control what other people do, and stressing over it isn't going to solve the problem. Yeah. If someone comes up to me and is like, wants a picture, how am I going to know if they're going to say something nice or mean? You can't control it. Thank you, Melly, for resubbing for your 5th month. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Throw some gas tanks out for Melly. Angela says, do you even read TikTok comments? I never see you reply. Almost never. No. I don't like reading them. I'm not built for that. No human is to read a whole comment section with hundreds or thousands of comments about how terrible you are as a person. People like to make things up, post really unfortunate pictures. Like, have I looked at it before? Yes. Do I look at it with any regularity? No, not at all. Tracy says, oh yeah, Firehouse Up. Brisket barbecue sandwich is your favorite. Makes sense. Miss Patty said, did you play with Barbies and other girl toys as a child, knowing I was a girl then? I did not know I was a girl then. I wish I had. But yeah, I played with Barbies. I mean, I played with everything. I was like a Power Rangers kid. Love Power Rangers. Still love Power Rangers. I love Power Rangers. I liked cartoons. And I had Barbies, but it wasn't like a main focus, if that makes sense. Marie says, you handle the negative comments very well, Lily. I'm still so sorry you have to deal with hate from the internet. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. Catherine Yoga. Bobby says, I like the shrimp scampi there. Okay, noted. When are we ordering? You know what? Let's go ahead and look at the drinks. Let me go check. Lila says, oh my god, yes, I can I be Ariel? Not that I would want you to steal my voice, but we could hang out. That is true. That would be fun. Catherine's still tired. Yoga says, going to ask your opinions or ideas for Friday for a stream, you mean? Angela says, also kind of personal, but how have you coped with the weight gain? I mean, society doesn't like women when they are thick. You got to work through that. But also, I'm healthier than I've ever been in a lot of ways because I'm not in the throes of an eating disorder, which I had been for years until I finally got myself to a healthier spot. So I'm doing pretty well. Smeela says, what's your favorite thing to eat at Disneyland? Oh, God. What was my favorite thing? Y'all are going to help me. I don't know. Not the pickle dog. In the actual park, y'all got to remind me because it's all a blur. Kevin is the big ladybird from Up. Oh, okay. Sounds so fun. I'll be there and try and think some ideas. The nasty beans are the best I can send. Oh, okay. So User 52, you're talking about Yo Girl Stream. You got to be careful with User 52 because they will send you the beans and you will not like them. So watch yourself. Catherine said, I'm having a lazy today. Don't plan on leaving my bed. My boyfriend, Mike. So we are officially back. I think you mentioned that before, but or I think you said you were moving towards that. I didn't know if boyfriend, girlfriend labels were back. But good for you. My boyfriend Michael's coming over in an hour when he gets off work. We're going to watch movies and relax. Good for you. Hannah says, you don't have to answer, but what kind of ED did you have? I had BED. Yes. Mercedes says, I played with cars when I was a kid. Yeah, kids can play with whatever. Vanna says, always remember you're going to be hated, but you're loved more. Thank you, Vanna. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yoga said, oh my god, I had the beans last time and I was dumb enough to do 2 at once. Okay, so never doing that again. Ugh. Angela says, do you have any goals beyond content creation? I mean, content creation is vast. It's a very, very broad thing. So not really. I'm not trying to be in politics, if that's what you're getting at. I'm not trying to move past making content. But I would say that making a TV show is making content. Making movies is a content creator. You're still creating content one way or another. Todd says, what's been my worst interaction with a quote fan? I don't know. I've had some bad ones. Some people harassing me on the street in San Francisco, no less. But I don't know if there's one worst one. You can see some videos if you scroll back in my timeline far enough of some pretty awful people, but not one in particular sticks out. Gotta get her the spicy chips for the 1 chip challenge. Hopefully you're talking about Yo Girl because I am not doing that. Never. Yo Girl says, I've been in my PJs and under my blankets so far. My window's open and blowing in cold hair. That's fun. Char says, not a hate comment, but if body parts do not determine gender, then why do trans people go through surgery? Great question, Char. So think about it. My way of explaining this is to think about a trained conductor, right? So say you're a trained conductor and you show up for work one day and oopsie daisy, you forgot your uniform, right? Whatever trained conductors wear, the overalls and the hat and a little train whistle, whatever. You forget your uniform, but you're still wearing clothes, just like regular clothes, and you can still do your job. You can shovel coal or stamp tickets or whatever train conductors do. You're still a train conductor. You can still do your job. Everything's the same except you don't have your uniform. If you don't have your uniform, you might feel a little bit out of sorts, right? It's a weird vibe for the day. People don't, maybe some people don't recognize you as a train conductor immediately, or you don't feel right sometimes. Like, there's a lot of different ways to describe it, but putting on the uniform makes you feel more like yourself, right? It makes you feel more in line with what you're there to do. Now, to be clear, there's no one uniform for being a woman, right? You don't have to get bottom surgery to be a woman, but it can help you feel more at home, more at peace with who you are inside. It aligns who you are inside with your outside. It doesn't determine your gender, though. Mercedes says, yeah, I hate my body because people call me fat and I know I'm just thick. I mean, look, all body types loved and accepted here, my friend. Very much loved and accepted. Divine or Divine is an Animal Kingdom specific character. Okay, gotcha. Your girl wanted to be extra. I was doing it for every sub. Oh my, no thank you. Angela says, I've never been to Olive Garden, but I hear they have endless breadsticks. True, very true. Welcome back. Or not welcome back. Well, congrats on being boyfriend with Michael again, Catherine. Love it. Sour. Sadie says, did your lightsaber make it home safe? Did they give me tracking? So actually, I'm pretty sure it's getting there tomorrow. I got an email that I believe is for that. So I'll let you know when it gets there. No spice deal. Yeah, definitely no spice. Katie says, happy surprise stream on Wednesday. Hi, Katie. Miss Patty says, do I sell headshots, like photos? I have never considered that. Do you want one? I don't really have any merch, but sure, I guess. I don't know. Angela says, no, I mean, do you want to get into acting or business owning? I mean, not really. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I think acting is kind of in line with content creation to a certain extent, but I'm not trying to be an actor. Kaylin can think of one. What can you think of, Kaylin? And hi. Miss Patty says, I would love a picture of you. Well, thank you. Thank you. What are my hobbies? I'm a gamer. I'm into movies. I'm into podcasts. I like escape rooms and experiential things, theme parks. Yeah. Yo Girl says, yeah, I was not smart when I did it. Did the beans for every sub. Want to work towards getting partner. That makes sense. Oh, for sure. I heard you went to read my comment, but then my phone. What was your comment again? You have to remind me. Can get Yo Girl's Barnet. Oh, the Mega Sours. Those were insanely sour. Yes. And Jello, I'm glad you like my analogy. Am I going to watch the Michael movie? Probably not. Okay, let's see what drinks they got. Okay, these are cocktails, sangria. Okay, I don't drink alcohol, for the record. So we got to go for mocktails, bottled beers. Don't do that. Okay, refreshing favorites, never-ending refills. Classic lemonade, raspberry lemonade, fresh brewed iced tea, Bellini peach raspberry iced tea, and mango passion fruit iced tea. Of those, I could only do the lemonades because the last three have caffeine. They have Minute Maid lemonade, Sprite, handcrafted drinks. They have a dessert pear lemonata, which is lemonade, sparkling water, and prickly pear. That kind of sounds good. They have a strawberry passion fruit limonada, which also has lemonade and sparkling water, but instead has a strawberry passion fruit, whatever that means. Okay. There's Italian bottled water, and then coffee, cappuccino, espresso, and iced coffee. What do we think? Should we go for the desert pear limonada? Should probably go for that, right? Or should we go for the strawberry passion fruit limonata? What do we think? Written down. I hate uniforms, says Katie, so I'm glad my job doesn't require them. Yeah, I don't like uniforms either. Miss Patty said, did I stay at Disney or drive back and forth? I flew, but I did stay there for that week. Angela says, 3 big medias everyone is talking about: Euphoria, The Boys, and Michael. I'm probably not going to see Michael. Definitely not going to see Euphoria. Not my thing. And I watched a few seasons of The Boys, but I kind of got bored. Hello, Olivia Rose. Why haven't we ordered yet? We just take our time. These streams go for hours, so we got plenty of time. Said hello, Olivia Rose. I take my time. Said hi, Olivia Rose. Can't wait for the food. Me neither, Shishit. Black Death Ultra Sour. You have a great collection of earrings. Which ones are the ultimate favorite? I don't know. Other than my little hoops that I wear all the time, I have these they're a little bit bigger and thicker, and they are like the Venus female sign ones. Those are probably my fave. Is Herbert Billy with me again today? Herbert Billy is with me. They're for those who don't know who weren't here yesterday. My friend who I'm staying with is here, but they're like chilling, playing games on their phone, so they're not even listening to me. And we've nicknamed them Herbert Billy. Raspberry lemonade sounds good. Okay. Good. Alcohol is so detrimental to health. I agree. A lot of things. So are a lot of things like soda, but there's differences. Yeah, it's a big difference. We're talking about sour candy. Yeah, y'all made me try those candies, the Bartons or whatever they are. Absolutely disgusting. Karki says, "How are you feeling, friend? I feel like your energy hasn't been as bubbly this week." I feel like I'm bubbly. I think I'm bubbly. Am I not bubbly? I think I'm bubbly. I mean, I'm tired because last week I had the longest Disney week of all time. We streamed for like 45 hours. It's going to be impossible for me to reach that high anytime soon because it's like my favorite place on earth. So I suppose I'm not like, 11 out of 10, but I'm fine. I'm getting used to Eastern time, being in Eastern time, so I'm a little bit sleepy and just catching up on sleep from last week, but I'm good. Katie says, "Lily, are you Mormon?" Oh, no. I was born and raised Jewish, but I am not practicing. Lila said, "Is there a dream at night that keeps repeating for you throughout your life?" Not really. Not really. I have similar themes where I'm like running from something. I'm sure everyone has had this dream, but I have a recurring dream that I'm back in high school and I have to take a test that I don't know anything about, that I forgot everything. And, I keep trying to study, but then I get pulled away to do other things. And it's like the test gets closer and closer and then I fail it. Yeah. Mercedes is playing Fortnite. Cool. Lily Tino supporter says, "Do you have any favorite trans representation people in film or TV? You should check out Paris is Burning if you haven't." I've heard of it. I should check it out. Any favorite trans people in media? That's a tough one. I don't know. I'm trying to think. As far as like TV, I love Hunter Schafer. I love how she's just like this hot lady who does stuff. She doesn't talk about being trans as much, but that's fine. She shouldn't have to. Elliot Page, of course, is doing a lot of good work. I'm trying to think. Oh, there was this one guy. I forget his name. He was in the most recent Evil Dead movie. Trans man? This blonde. He was blonde in the movie. I forget exactly. George something maybe? But he was really cool. I like him. But, we're getting more and more trans representation, and that's a good thing. Angela said, wait, hold on. Hello, Mommy H. Pretty much it says Yo Girl. Catherine says, "I have a reoccurring one where I'm in a haunted house being chased by Michael Myers." Oof. Hello, Mommy H. Karki says, "I figured Disneyland happiness will be definitely hard to beat, but we can certainly try with some breadsticks and Alfredo. We certainly can." And also, like, there's like when you come back from Disney, there's a dip, right? Because it's like, oh, I wish I could be back. But we'll be back, hopefully sooner than a year. Yo Girl says, "I hate them dreams when you're running and scared and someone unalives you. I've had way too many of them over the years, and I don't know why I'm never able to scream in the dream. I open my mouth, but nothing comes out." Yep, been there. Michaela says, "I have a recurring dream when I'm in college, and I signed up for oh, you know what? I should be able to order on here, maybe? Drinks? Can I do that? Non-alcoholic? Oh, no, call server. Drinks, soft drinks, iced tea, raspberry lemonade, mango passion fruit iced tea, classic lemonade, desert pear limonada." I want to order this. Send. Yes, send order. Okay, so we're good. We didn't even need to. Okay, I don't need to call the server. Okay. Did I do something wrong? Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Michaela has a recurring dream where you're in college and I signed up for an online class and forgot that I did, and it's the end of the year and I didn't do anything for it. Ugh. Yeah, miserable. Menu here. This is what you're talking about? Angeli says, "Your dream reminds me of it. I just had class." Yeah. Lila says, "I have a recurring dream, but it's rare. Maybe 5 times for a long time, since 97. It's where I'm backstage with Hanson." Wow, throwback. And there's a lot of tension in the air. Tension like good tension. But I always wake up before Zach Hanson and I kiss. Wow. I'm hoping for part 2 of the dream, but it hasn't happened. You just gotta lucid dream it. You gotta lucid dream it. You can do it. I believe in you. That's awesome. Soko says, sorry I missed some of what you said due to commercials. Did I say you're living with someone? No, I live alone with my dog Nugget. Yes, I'm visiting a friend, though. Maybe that's what you heard. Yogo says, yes, I've had way too many of those dreams. Yep. Katie says, I remember when Degrassi tackled trans teens. They did so well, especially for the time. I never watched Degrassi, but good for them. We needed that at the time. Frankie said, I dream about robbing banks and living in tropical paradise. That doesn't shock me. Frankie, I expect nothing less. I rent jet skis to tourists during the day and I'm a crime lord by night. Wow. Yeah, I would expect nothing less from you. I love that. Karki says, we should start a donation goal to try and go back for Halloween. I would love that. If y'all want to help get me there again, shameless pug, number 1 of the day. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, if you do the gift command, which user52 will do in just a second, I'm sure. Also bits and subs help, but yeah, I would go back as soon as Halloween for sure. It's mostly a money thing. I mean, I'd go back once a month if I could. I'd go back every day if I could. 2008 or 9 for that Degrassi thing. Frankie says, I hate how weird the punching movement feels in dreams. Slow-mo and useless. It does. It's never good. Streamy says, I could see Frankie doing that. Yep. Flopalop says, are you gay? Yes. What? Are you gay? Yo Girl says, oh my god, that was the most ADHD moment. Reads comment, oh, I should be able to order. Oh yeah, it was very much an oh shiny moment. Thank you, Caledonia. My hair is doing it today. Hello, Astrid. Optimist said, what did I study at university? I graduated with a major in media and cultural studies. So a lot of not psychology, more like sociology, critical theory, be it, film theory, race theory, whatever, philosophy, that kind of thing. A lot of like thinking about thinking and like gender theory, liberal stuff in a good way. I mean that in a good way. Liberal arts, I should say. Very general, but helped me get good at writing and also helped me organize my thoughts in a way that is honestly very helpful for what I do right now. Angela says, do I read books? I don't anymore. I really am sad about it every time I think about it, but I play video games instead now. So I don't know what to say about that. Other than I shouldn't feel bad about it, I guess. Time Off says, I have a recurring dream when I'm swinging on a swing set and I'm like 5 and a giant kid comes and kidnaps me. Oof. Did something happen there? Is there any trauma there? I hope not. Everywhere says, do you think you'd be more or less accepted in Australia? I have no idea. I've never been to Australia. I don't know how Australians feel about trans rights. I don't know what the laws are like there, but so I can't even. If any Australians in the chat, feel free to chime in, but I don't know. Yeah, girl said, is the Degrassi where the one guy was doing a radio show and they had one trans student use the pee thing in the bathroom and it started drama? I don't know. Lila said, have you seen Virgin Island? I'm on episode 1 now and I'm intrigued and in shock at the same time. Like, what is this show? It's not okay in many ways. I haven't, but I'm always down for a trashy reality show. Can you describe it? I mean, I have a general idea just on the name, but thank you, Catherine, for the bits. Lily Tino Supporter says, do you listen to Sophie, trans musician icon who sadly passed? I am aware of Sophie. She's like the hyperpop one, right? I know she's, beloved, or hyperpop, right? That's the name of it? Where it's like very glitchy and loud and like snakes or whatever, 100 geckos or whatever, they're a big one. I don't like that kind of music. Nothing against it, but it just like is deeply upsetting to my brain. No offense. Optimus says, so fitting for what you do now on these streams. So cool. Thank you, Optimus. Jessica says, girl, I thought you were taking the day off. Glad to see your face. Thank you, Jay. By the way, did I do an Instagram? I did an Instagram thing, right? Someone will post. Jay says, was doing what you are doing now ever your dream or the plan? Honestly, not that far off. Not that far off at all. I was pretty... How to describe? I wanted to be an actor. I knew I kind of always had this skill set, but I don't know beyond... I never was like, I want to be an influencer, because influencers weren't really a thing growing up. So I don't know. I posted a story on Instagram. Did I post in the like? Did I post in the? Here, hold on. User52, maybe you can check if I. No, it's fine. I got it. Oh, I did not post. Okay, I'll do it really quick. Olive Garden stream is now! Exclamation point. Also, where's our server? Twitch.tv/Lily Tino. I think our server might have forgotten about us, but that's okay. Okay, that'll let a few people. That's my bad. I thought I pressed go on it, but I forgot. All right. Who else we got in here? Post a story. Do I feel accepted in the United States? The United States is a big place everywhere, and yes and no. Certain places yes, certain places no. Jessica says Canada has a Rainbow Road program to help refugee queer members seeking a safe place to live. That's good. We need it. We need that. Rainbow Railroad. Good. Hello, Nunya. Catherine says you didn't post in the Instagram chat, so I didn't know until Twitch notified. Got it. Clara said, what's your favorite hairstyle to wear? I mean, right now I'm loving this, but you know, when I'm not on camera, I'll just put it up because my hair is like so poofy that it gets in my face sometimes but like, yeah, not the Instagram chat. Got it. And we have not ordered, although technically I ordered a drink on here. We just haven't gotten it yet. Everywhere says, genuine question. Not sure if you're aware how often bathrooms and toilets come up in just general conversation. And of course you make content about bathrooms. Do you have a particular interest in toilets and bathrooms? No, not at all. The only reason I talk about them in my content is because for one reason or another, bathrooms have been selected as a battleground issue for trans rights, right? You know, it's like bathrooms and sports and healthcare and maybe a few others, but these are the ones that when people talk, like debate trans people in the news or the media, these are the things that are usually discussed. I have no interest in them beyond being a part of that conversation. And bathrooms in particular, because I'm in restaurants a lot for, you know, streaming. I'm in a lot of public bathrooms and I always use a women's bathroom. And so I make content about it because it speaks to a larger truth, which is that trans people need to use the bathroom and trans people are just like you and me, right? We pee in this public bathrooms just like you. We have, you know, we maybe hover over the toilet if it's gross, just like you. We are the exact same. We're not there to do weird stuff. We're not like there to take anything from you. Yeah, does that make sense? Lily Tino supporter says, by the way, Australia is generally considered progressive, ranks higher than USA for queer rights. Good, I'm glad. Michaela says, oh my God, you posted your bathroom rankings on Insta. The trolls are going to lose it on TikTok. I know. Thank you, Puma. I love my hair color too. Angela says, how do you get motivated to clean around your space? Oh, like my apartment? If someone's coming over. It's probably the number one. And also just like, sometimes if I get annoyed enough with the way things are looking, or if I'm just like super bored or trying to get myself out of a depression, which happens often, it can be, that was the server. It can be like helpful sometimes. Hi, could I do the Desert Pear Limonada, please?
The pear lemonade.
Yes, thank you. I put it on this thing, but I don't know if that...
I got you.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, thanks. I was going to... Discord tells me all the time. Yes, if you want to join Yo Girls Discord, they have notifications for their stream and mine. So double, two birds with one stone. Streaming says, how was your daughter's birthday? Oh yeah, how was that? Michaela says, but good for you for not letting them get you down. Thank you. I try my best. Sometimes I am gotten down by them, but I try my best not to. I'll just call user 52 on the phone and cry to them for a few hours, and then I'm good. Catherine said, it was good. We had a lot of fun. We went bowling, and she got to bowl for free since it was her birthday. Nice. And then a small party at my place. Good. I love that for you and for them. Clara said, you seem like a genuinely kind person. I don't really know why you get so much hate all the time. Clara, thank you for saying so. And yeah, I think people don't like a clocky trans girl. They don't like when, I'm confident and opinionated. They don't like that. So, yeah. And I'm goofy and think people really hate that too. Weird. I'm weird. And I'm not saying that like I'm not like the other girls. Like I am in a lot of ways like the other girls. I just think that, you know, my brand of weirdness is very confident, and it just is off-putting for people, but it's extra off-putting because they are not comfortable with clocky trans women. Yeah. Lila said, "Oh, I typed a whole epilogue about Virgin Islands, but Twitch doesn't allow you to send it. I'll DM on Instagram. You don't have to reply, but just so you know the story." Okay, let me know when you send it, and I can actually read it out loud. Soga says, "My suggestion: salad with breadsticks and a tour of Italy." Okay, noted. Harvest said, "Did you order food yet?" We're getting there. Y'all are being extra talkative today, and I really appreciate that. But we did just order a drink. So we got our Desert Pear Limonada, which has somewhere on here. There. Lemonade, sparkling water, and prickly pear. I don't know if that means the actual fruit or like a syrup, but either way, I'm interested. Yo Girl said, "Yeah, I'm glad I set it up because it tells me more than when when Instagram tells you." Yep, but I do wonder how I set the channel up. DM me later. It can be a little weird depending on what kind of account you have. I don't know exactly how it works, but yeah. Everywhere Man says, "Genuine question, and I know you're getting hangry." I'm good. Do you feel need to take accountability or take some or any accountability for the anger that your content causes? Well, where's the anger coming from? Is the anger coming from people being mad that a clocky trans woman has an opinion? If so, then I don't see what accountability I would need to take. Sorry for being myself. You know? Get over it. You know, like, you know, specifically with the bathroom stuff. This happened all last year, and I just posted more of those selfies. Like, if a trans woman taking a selfie in a bathroom upsets you, then why are the comments night and day on my post versus like any other cis woman doing the exact same thing? Why do they get like, "Oh, so cute," and I do it and it's like, "How dare you?" Right? Yo Girl says, "Yes, my server is an open Discord server, a place for others to feel safe, no bullying and harassment." Yep, a good place. Molly says, "Where's your server?" Angela says, "Why did you do blank?" Helps make ends meet, and it can be fun sometimes. Pretty simple as that, honestly. Catherine said, "I allowed my ex-husband to come over and celebrate her birthday, and he surprisingly showed up and was civil the entire time." I think he was probably in the clouds on blank. That's sad, but I guess that's good he was civil. We ordered a drink tax. The drink is coming. In fact, it's about to be here. Speaking of. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks. All right. Dang, I'm so happy it went well, but that sounds anxiety-inducing. Indeed. It's purple. I didn't realize it would be purple. That's kind of cool. I didn't know Desert Pear was purple. Also, I think we should... Oh, User52 is literally 15 steps ahead of me at all times. I was about to say we should do the spill poll. They are on it. Dang, I'm so happy. Tiny said, "Lily cannot and should not take responsibility for how others react. She's not to blame for their reactions." Yeah, I appreciate that. Now, do I know that this is going to be some of their reactions? Yes, but that's the point. The point is to draw out a reaction and then have a conversation, right? To have people say, like, "Why am I so mad at this trans girl taking a bathroom selfie and not mad at a cis girl doing the same thing? Why?" That's the conversation I'm going for. Yes, I ordered on the tablet. Emo says, "So true." Thank you. Everywhere says, "Nugget causes outrage, specifically that he licks plates and bites. How do you justify having him in eating establishments?" Because San Francisco is a very dog-friendly city. And I wouldn't bring him if they weren't totally fine with him being there. Also, if he licks plates, is very few and far between, and who cares? Thank you, Lila. Okay, I'll read that in a little bit. My anxiety was through the roof. But I'm happy he behaved for once in his life. Good. I'm glad. Do I have a type? Kind. Ambitious. Empathetic. Thick. Those are the 4. Proud of you for doing that. Stuffed ZD says K. Okay. Correct. User52. Dogs are legally allowed on patios. Tiny said, "It took me a long time to unlearn that I'm not responsible for others' reactions." Also true. Kay says, "Sorry, just got here, didn't mean to yell." You're good, Kay. Alyssa says, why are they so upset? It's the same thing. I don't understand. What is their argument? Well, they don't like me. That's their argument. All right, let's try this drink and read the menu. Ooh. Yeah, that's not too sweet. Kind of nice, like, the sparkling water is a nice buffer to the sugar. The purple, I'm digging. I mean, I don't know if that's natural or not. I don't really care. And it's got like a complex pear flavor to it. Like whatever syrup they added does add something. It kind of tastes a little dry, but in a sweet way. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Have I ever dated or been with a man? Been with, yes. Dated, no. I'm not really interested in men, generally speaking. Yeah, I'm interested in girls and non-binary femmes. Ugh, I need to do makeup. I don't want to get up. Don't do makeup. You don't have to do makeup if you don't want. I've done streams without makeup on. You can do it. You look great. And thank you everywhere. Kevin said, at the end of the day, do I hate my ex? Absolutely, but I'm not going to deny my daughter to see her dad. Fair. I just want things to be civil and for her sake and to have a relationship. I hope so. I hope that happens. If you're here, who's taking care of Nugget? Dog sitter. Yeah. Lore Knight subscribed for their third Lore Knight, third month with Prime. Thank you, Lore Knight. Thank you for supporting me, supporting the stream. Another shameless plug before I start to read this menu. If you want to, if you want to sponsor a dish, you can by sending however much it costs to Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Or if you just like the stream and you think I should keep doing this and want to help me pay for the meal or pay for my rent, it's all incredibly appreciated. So, shameless plug number 2 of the day. And thank you again, Lore Knight. Thank you. Appreciate you. Am I a professional food critic? I mean, I would say no. I am a food critic for sure. I'm a bit of a food snob, but I'm not like trained. I didn't go to culinary school. I think I'm good at talking about food. I don't really know what even qualifies you to be a professional food critic. You know what? Yes, I'm a professional food critic. Angela says, do you come across people who have a parasocial relationship with others? Don't y'all? Right? I mean, who among us doesn't have a parasocial relationship with a creator? I do. I love a million different creators who have no idea who I am. And I think that's fine. As long as you keep that in check and don't like assume, that when you meet them, they're going to know who you are, or, that you deserve to be responded to. Yeah. No, I did not ever wear a man. That was not a mistake. It was definitely a threat. Yo Girl said, no, not do. I need to get makeup on, and No Kills will not do a no makeup stream. I need it. Hides a bag under my eyes. Girl, I'm telling you, authenticity is key. But, if it makes you feel good, of course, do it. Of course. But would I ever do an apartment tour of your place in SF? Probably not, just because people are weird and will try to figure out exactly where I am, even though my address is out there. It's been for a while, but whatever. Probably not. Okay. I have streamed from my apartment, though. I just haven't done, like, a tour in a long time. All right, appetizers. User52 is going to eventually do a poll for this, but we are going to read them first and discuss. So we'll read through the appetizers, soup, and salad. So, of course, they have the never-ending soup, salad, and breadstick for $10.49 a person. Famous House salad, breadsticks, and your choice of homemade soup. That's pretty crazy. There's the pasta I fagioli with white and red beans, ground beef, tomatoes, tubetti pasta, and a savory broth. There's zuppa toscana, which has spicy Italian sausage, kale and potatoes, and a creamy broth. There's minestrone, which has fresh vegetables, beans, and pasta in light tomato broth. And then chicken gnocchi, which is a creamy soup with roasted chicken, Italian dumplings, and spinach. These are the soup, salads, and breadsticks available. I love breadsticks. None of those soups call my name, and honestly, I don't care for the salad here. A friend might get salad, so I might try some of theirs. I'm not sure. Friend, sorry to interrupt. Are you getting salad? Friend is getting salad, so I'll be able to try that. I'm sure we'll have breadsticks one way or another. Let's read the appetizers. See you, yo girl. Phil's got things to hide. Oh, hush. Angela says, have people from your past ever contacted you since popularity? Yeah, they certainly have. And some don't talk to me anymore, and some appreciate what I do. Depends. Okay, calamari, number one on the appetizers. Hand-breaded and fried to order, served with marinara and spicy ranch. Meatballs parmigiana, which are 5 hearty meatballs baked in homemade marinara, topped with melted Italian cheeses and toasted breadcrumbs. Stuffed ziti fritta, which are crispy fried ziti with 5 melted Italian cheeses, served with a homemade marinara and Alfredo. Toasted ravioli. Wait, hold on. That's a lasagna. No, there's no picture of that. Toasted ravioli, which are lightly fried ravioli with seasoned beef, served with homemade marinara sauce. Spinach artichoke dip, which a blend of spinach, artichokes, and cheese, served with flatbread crisps. I said blatfred. Fried mozzarella with homemade marinara sauce. Sticks. Wait, sticks? Actually, I don't think they do sticks here. Are they like triangles here? I forget. And then lasagna fritta, which is Parmesan breaded lasagna served with homemade Alfredo and meat sauce. Oh, 2 more. Hold on. Shrimp Frito misto, over a half pound of shrimp mixed with onions and bell peppers, hand breaded and lightly fried, served with marinara and spicy ranch, and then the never-ending dipping sauces for breadsticks. So breadsticks come no matter what you get. Is that true? I think that's true. Not the eyebrows. So shout out your favorites. I'll catch them in the chat. Streamy says, I totally agree with that, and I'm sure it means a lot to your daughter. I've seen kids who aren't allowed to see a parent, and it's never fair. Plus, it really affected them when they got older. Mad respect for you. Good point. Tiny says, I'm just chilling eating pecan spin wheels because I've been craving them for days. All right. Everywhere says, have you seen the Lily in the Wild videos that were made by others when I was at Disney? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't scroll TikTok really, so I don't see much. Yo Girl says, see you later. Okay, bye. Not the eyebrows. My eyebrows? I missed that. BG says, chicken gnocchi is so good. I think I've had it before. I just feel like soup's going to fill me up. I don't know. Optimus says, so you're with a friend. Yes, I'm with a friend. They are in their headphones, chilling, not listening. We've nicknamed them Billy Herbert Billy. And they don't stream. No, they're not a content person. Catherine says, my parents divorced when I was 3 because my mom was cheating. Oof. She moved across the country and kept making excuses why she couldn't see me or my brother, and I didn't talk to her again until I was 18, and then she admitted that she didn't want to be around my dad. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Frankie says, stuffed ziti. Okay. Mommy says yes. Had a few sit-down interviews where you didn't put limitations on questions. Do more of that. Yeah, but then it's not always productive when that happens. So I don't know. Streamy says, what the heck? That's horrible. She cheated and then couldn't be around him. She wasn't in your life. So sorry you went through that. And honestly, it's rude, but F your mom. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So the only recommendation I've seen recently is from Frankie, stuffed ziti fritta. Again, crispy fried ziti. And ziti are like the little tubes, right? Right? Baked ziti, I think. Melted cheeses, homemade marinara, and Alfredo. Yeah? Right? Optimus said toasted ravioli is gross. All right. Thank you, Veronica. Frankie says yes. Okay. These are the apps. Well, since I don't see anyone else calling things out, I'll go for the stuffed ziti. Oh, wait, hold on. Just kidding. Just kidding. User52 is, as always, 10 steps ahead of me. I apologize. Sorry about that. Go ahead and vote. I will abide. There is a poll. Fried mozzarella, toasted ravioli, the meatball parmigiana, and the stuffed ziti. You can vote. Bobby says shrimp scampi. That's going to be more along the lines of Maine, I believe. Okay, fried mozzarella winning by a lot. Frankie, you got to defend your suggestion here. Nobody cares about the meatballs. Stuffed ziti making a little bit of a comeback for fried mozzarella. For some reason, is doing it. Fried mozzarella cheese with homemade marinara sauce. Okay. Ziti could pull it out. It's only 2 votes behind. Make your voice heard, or don't. I don't know. Where's the poll? You have to... Oh, it's tied. User52, if it ends tied, we're going to have to do a revote. Oh, never mind. Fried mozzarella pulled it out at the very end. All right, fried mozzarella it is. Sorry, Frankie. And and again, you can override if you want with a gift, but if that doesn't happen, we're going mozzarella. Everywhere says, as a person, do you believe you lean more towards telling the world about yourself or being curious towards others? I mean, yes to both. I think everyone hopefully has some amount of ego. Ego is important. It's the reason you take care of yourself. But also, if you're only interested in telling the world about yourself, you are potentially a narcissist. So you need a balance of both. And I like to think that I have both, an interest in both. Mommy H says, stuffed ziti is so good. I get the bread and a side of cheese sauce to dip them in. Okay. Catherine said, and she got engaged to a woman and ended up having a daughter with her and treated her better than my other sister. And she took with her and myself and my brother. It was a huge punch to the gut. That's awful. I'm sorry. It's awful. It's noodle stuffed with cheese. Come on. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. It keeps putting me in sleep mode instead of stream mode. I don't know what's going on. Because we literally just got a gift. Okay. Yes, we are calling an audible. Could I start with stuffed ziti, please? And friend. Oh, do we want to get a few things? Yeah, let's do fried mozzarella sticks. Any other app, friend? No? Okay. Just to start. Yes, thank you. All right, y'all. LMG coming through. One of our favorites. One of our favorites on the stream, LMG. I didn't see you in the chat. Has come through with a $20 gift with the title Stuffed Ziti. So we're doing Stuffed Ziti. I wouldn't have done it were it not for LMG. And we're doing fried mozzarella for good measure. But thanks to LMG, we're doing 2 appetizers. Everyone say thank you to LMG. Which I know what it stands for because I've connected with them on Insta and I know what their actual name is, which I won't say. But in my mind, before I knew them, LMG was always large machine gun. Because that's in video games, back in the days when I used to play like Call of Duty, I don't anymore, but I used to be like, oh yeah, the LMG, it was large machine gun. Anyways, so thank you very much to our friend LMG. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting me, making it possible for me to do this, the coolest job in the world, to go to Disney, to order mozzarella sticks and stuffed ziti, and to have a great time with y'all at least 4 times a week. And like last week, 45 plus hours. So thank you, LMG. I love you. Appreciate you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you. All right, Stream says, what the heck? And having a daughter in the same-sex relationship takes a bit of effort. She could have used some of that effort to talk to the kids she already has. Do you have any contact with this woman? She doesn't deserve any access. Good question, and I agree she doesn't. Kay says, did you do anything different to your hair? It looks good. I used a different product because I'm staying with friend and the product they had was different, so I just used it. I did fluff it quite a bit, and it has had more time than usual to dry, so I don't know what it is. Now, yes, we can review both, indeed. Thank you, Boo. Let's go. LFG, LMG, yes. What an interesting question everywhere, man. Genuine question, do you feel like you have a purpose in life at the moment? I mean, my mama always told me that the meaning of life is to love and be loved. And for that reason, I always have a purpose in life. Is to be around people that I love and to fill my life with love. That's a big thing. And also, I find a lot of meaning in streaming and making videos and speaking my mind and being heard. So yeah, absolutely, I have a purpose in life. I mean, the main struggle I have is making ends meet because I love doing what I do, but sometimes it's not always easy to financially support myself, but y'all make it possible. Shout out LMG and everyone else. But yeah, I don't know. Absolutely, I have a purpose in life, but it's an interesting question. Punch Squad says, yep, I see a Punch Squad. I know about the meetup. We're working on it. Jenna said, is it because of the drier air or less humidity? Maybe, but the Bay Area is pretty dry, right? Right? I don't know. Everywhere says, I got a commercial when I spoke about Nugget. everywhere. I'm. These are some very. You're really grilling me here. What whether or not Nugget is like a service animal is irrelevant because San Francisco restaurants are very dog friendly. I'm not gonna. I know various restaurants that if I show up with Nugget, will be happy to have him and any dog, as long as they're well behaved, which Nugget is. I'm not going to show up with Nugget and say, by the way, did you know about blah blah blah? If they want dogs in their restaurant, they'll have dogs in their restaurant. And I'm talking about like small businesses in San Francisco. It's a very dog friendly city, right? I've never been to another city in the US that's been even close to this. It's just the culture. I don't know what to tell you. Also, you said you're smart and opinionated. Do you miss working? I mean, it's to say that what I do isn't work is maybe it doesn't always feel like work, but this is my job and I take pride in it. I love doing it. This is how I support myself. So like, even if it looks easy to sit at Olive Garden and eat food on camera, it's not as easy as it looks, right? Like, yes, technically it's easy to sit here and talk, which I'm good at, but I would challenge you, or really anyone who doesn't do this on any regular basis, to talk for 3 hours straight, or stream for 10 hours a day at Disneyland for 5 days in a row. Also, there's a lot of stuff you don't see. A lot of stuff behind the scenes, a lot of editing, a lot of deliberating, strategizing, a lot of filming things that you never see, a lot of writing, like a lot of things that are not quite as fun as sitting at Olive Garden that take a lot of time. Even though you only see me for X hours a day, I am working like full-time hours. Okay, here's our food. Thank you. Friend, I will let you take some first, and then I will... Oh, thank you so much. All right. Do you know what happened to Foxy Alex's Instagram? One of them is still up. I think I saw earlier today that it looks like one of them got taken down, but her main one is up. I think. I was like, uh-oh, but I saw her main one still up. I loathe the grocery store. I get delivery whenever I can. Yeah. Post-COVID thing that most people have access to, thankfully. The Optimist says, San Fran is so dog-friendly, especially with small, friendly dogs. Yes, very much so. Like, I live in a dog-friendly apartment building. All the rest, like, there's a restaurant. What is it? Epic Steak has, like, a monthly? I forget, or maybe it's every year. They do, like, a whole thing called, like, Pinot and Paws, or Paws and Pinot. Paws, like, Paws, for dogs, and, like, it's just a dog-friendly place. Yeah. Catherine said the whole conception was messed up. Oh, okay, about your mom. They went to the bar and her fiance slept with a random guy. Oh, so your mom got cheated on. Or was that intentional? The guy doesn't have a clue he has a child. I have little contact with her. It's sad that she doesn't even know when her granddaughter's birthday is. She thinks it's today, even though I posted yesterday about it. Oof. Oof. So many big cities are dog friendly. Denver is too. Yeah, it's good to know. I've never had a dog in Denver, but I believe it. Lizzie said, Lily, you are awesome for being able to stream for so long fully in Disneyland. Thank you. I think you're right. I am kind of awesome. Roxy said, hi, can I ask, how old are you, Roxy? I'm assuming 1965 means you were born in 1965, but can you confirm first before is this your kid? And hello, Brain. You cannot find my Instagram? My Instagram is there. This Lily Tino. Oh my gosh. Oh, Buddy the Elf. That's so nice. Oh, thank you, Buddy the Elf. I'll throw some... Oh my god, sneeze. I like him. Sneeze? By the way, we have food while I'm working. I'm going to not bring this over until I decide if I need to sneeze or not. It's going to convert to a yawn. Oh, you ever had that happen? Or you have to sneeze, but it's not quite strong enough, so you yawn instead. And if I made you yawn, let me know. Yo, Buddy the Elf just sent $50. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting the Lilies Lovelies. Thank you for making this Olive Garden feast possible with these. And you know what? We should do the cheese pull right now while we're saying thank you. We missed. Oh, there it is. We missed it yesterday with mozzarella sticks. Oh my. Oh my. Buddy the Elf, this cheese pull is in your honor. Wow. Wow. Oh, that was like 2 feet maybe? Buddy the Elf, that was for you. Thank you for supporting me and supporting the Lilies Lovelies and making this possible. I appreciate you greatly. If you don't know, if you're new here or you haven't been around for too long, Buddy the Elf is one of our very, very generous MVPs. They're not active in the chat, but they are here often. Oh, that's good. Oh, and we love them. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do what I do. It is a job, even though it doesn't always look like it. And I love doing it. So thank you. Give some love in the chat. It's a big gift. In this economy, it's a big gift. Thank you. Love you and appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it was their plan to go to a bar and get... Okay, so... Wow. Is a sperm bank too crazy of a thing? Like, you don't know what you're getting with a random guy at a bar. It's weird. Anyways, thank you so much, buddy. Love you. Another one to you. Cheers. Everywhere Man says, it's commonly said that you tend to reprimand servers and peoples of other cultures. What do you say to that? I mean, Everywhere Man, I would encourage you to either stick around and watch our streams, like my streams as time goes on, or just rewatch old streams of mine. Like, the videos that go around of me getting misgendered are from people of any and all ethnicities, including lots of white people. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Also, I am pretty great to servers, I think. If they say something that is hurtful to me, I will call them out on it, but 95+% of the time, that doesn't happen. And I think I'm pretty courteous. Y'all in the chat can correct me if I'm not, but I think I am. Tip really well, usually roughly like 30%, sometimes more. Servers have a really hard job and don't get paid enough for it, and specifically in states where they're paid under minimum wage, like as bartenders, which we don't interact with as much because normally we're sitting down. It's not a bartender situation, but servers work hard. And, I ask for a little bit of a extra or like a little bit of a different type of service with streaming. So I like to recognize that with my tip. And I'm always polite. Anyways. Astrid said, you're a social entertainer. Of course it's a job. Thank you. Scipio says, side note, shows every list of restaurant, hotel in your area that's a dog-friendly one. Yeah, there's a lot. Tiny says, is this an interview or an interrogation? What's happening? I don't know. But I will say that these mozzarella sticks are so much better than the ones yesterday from Roosters. And the Alfredo dipping sauce, really good. Friend, do you have an opinion?
Bagger Dave's.
Oh, not Roosters, Bagger Dave's, sorry. It was Bagger Dave's, not Roosters. Roosters was on Monday, and it was great. Yeah. Anyways, really good so far. Really good so far. Catherine said, Karma did bite my mom in the behind, though. When the little girl was 4, her fiance cheated on her and then 2 weeks later moved to Alaska with her lover. Oy vey. I'm sorry, Kim. I'm giving you a virtual hug. Everywhere, man. I don't even know what to think of you anymore. You said, but do you feel that when you reprimand someone of another culture, you may be overlooking their cultural beliefs, upbringing, and worldview? So are you saying that, like, just because someone's from a different country, they should have the right to misgender a trans person? Because that's not true. I don't believe that. Yes, Kim, I'm giving you a hug. Lizzie said, you're not rude to servers. If you were, I wouldn't be here as a server myself. Yes, and you would have every right because, again, and like a lot of times my words get twisted. People edit videos to make it look like I'm being rude. I always point to the one where, what was it? I said something like, servers deserve it, right? And the way they edited it made it look like I was talking about like, I'm a bad customer and servers deserve it. But in reality, I was saying like, I ask for a little extra from servers. It's not always like the easiest to, accommodate a stream, but they do it and I always tip extra for it because they deserve it, right? But they cut it up to make it look like I was insulting servers. When in reality, I have nothing but the utmost respect for servers. Catherine said that's BS. Lily doesn't reprimand anyone. She politely corrected them on her pronouns and doesn't discriminate on other cultures. Thank you. Yeah. Everyone has room for growth, even you. Well said. All right, let's try the stuffed ziti, right? Is that what this is? I don't think I've had this one before. Stuffed ziti frita. Crispy fried ziti with 5 melted Italian cheeses served with marinara and Alfredo. Okay, here we go. By the way, can y'all see these? Can you see these? Okay, here it is, stuffed ziti. Well, that's hot. Good. It's literally just like molten cheese inside. These two are very similar in that they're both like bread with melted cheese inside. This is a lot more like Parmesan-y on the inside, a lot more liquidy as opposed to stringy. And it's like an egg roll wrapper as opposed to breading. I think overall, I prefer the mozzarella sticks. And I couldn't tell you why. Let me see. These are really good, actually. Sometimes the breading is like, it gets in the way. But there's not as much breading as sometimes there is. It lets the cheese shine. I got to it when the cheese was still hot, which I don't always, because I talk so much. The Alfredo dipping sauce, honestly, could come standard, and I'd be happy. I'm not huge on marinara sauce to begin with, at least for dipping, because I find I'm an extra snob when it comes to marinara, so I usually don't like it, and it also often has oregano in it. These I'm okay with. I think they're just a little bit too smushy for me. They're not bad by any means. They're good. But next to the mozzarella sticks, I think I just like the mozzarella sticks better. 7 out of 10 and 5.5, 6. Solid. LMG's getting, there's LMG. Thank you again, LMG. And thank you again, Buddy Leo. Both of y'all for your very generous gifts. Love you both. All right. Janice said, someone's cultural beliefs don't trump another human's rights to exist. I'm so sick, beyond sick of that argument. I agree, Janice. Any influencers you want to collab with? Yeah, but none on the tip of my tongue. The ziti sounds amazing. Yeah, it's good. Fried ziti sounds incredible. It's good. I recommend. Food's looking yum. Yes. Love the live food reviews. I'm glad. Okay. Should we read? Friend, would you like any more? Here. I want these. Do you like mozzarella stick? Okay. Okay. Let's read the rest of the menu. We cool with that? Let's do it. We got classic entrees, amazing Alfredos, create your own pastas. Oh wait, we didn't get breadsticks. Do we have to order breadsticks? Comes, okay. Comes with something later. Got it. Am I missing the food in SF? Yeah, but also I never get to eat this kind of food. So yes and no. Everywhere says, after all this time working independently, do you think you may be able to work as part of a team again in an office environment? Do you think you could work for a boss again? Well, I'll tell you what, I do work with a team, and that is my team of moderators. That's User52, that's Stracy, that's Janice, that's Amber. They are my team, and they're lovely, and it does require a lot of communication. Is it like working in an office? No. But, you know, if I had to work in an office, I would, but I'd prefer not to. Get the tour of Italy. Okay. Okay. Wait, I must have missed it. Here with, yeah, friend is here. Friend is here. They're doing their own thing, but they are here. Okay. Classic entrees. You ready? We're going to get breadsticks with us no matter what. Black tie mousse cake for dessert. Okay. I'll put it on my list. Mommy says my Olive Garden brings out bread with drinks as an app. That's okay. We'll get it eventually. All right. So, of course, there is the tour of Italy, which comes with chicken parmesan, parmigiana, lasagna classico, and our signature fettuccine alfredo. So, a triple thing. Chicken tortellini alfredo, which has Asiago cheese-filled tortelloni baked in an alfredo with blend of Italian cheeses and toasted breadcrumbs topped with sliced grilled chicken. Chicken and shrimp carbonara, which has chicken and shrimp sauteed in a creamy sauce with bacon and roasted red peppers over spaghetti. Classic entrees served with never-ending soup or salad and breadsticks. Chicken parmesan with marinara, classic homemade with marinara and a side of spaghetti. Eggplant parmesan, which is hand-breaded eggplant lightly fried to order, topped with melted mozzarella and homemade marinara, served with a side of spaghetti. Lasagna classico, which are layers of pasta, parmesan, mozzarella, pecorino romano, and homemade meat sauce, prepared fresh daily. 5 cheese ziti al forno, which is oven-baked blend of Italian cheeses, pasta, and our signature house-made 5 cheese marinara. Cheese ravioli, which is topped with melted mozzarella and your choice of homemade marinara or meat sauce. Spaghetti and meatballs, self-explaining. Stuffed chicken marsala, which is grilled chicken breast stuffed with Italian cheeses and sun-dried tomatoes. I don't like sun-dried tomatoes. Topped with a creamy marsala mushroom sauce, served with mashed potato. Grilled chicken margarita, which is topped with freshly chopped tomatoes, mozzarella, basil, pesto, and lemon garlic sauce, served with Parmesan garlic broccoli. Interesting. Chicken scampi and shrimp scampi, which y'all have been talking up. Chicken or shrimp sauteed with fresh bell peppers and red onions in a creamy scampi sauce, served over angel hair pasta. Okay. Amazing Alfredos. So I'm just going to list what they are. There's a chicken Alfredo with either grilled chicken or crispy chicken, fettuccine Alfredo, steak gorgonzola Alfredo, shrimp Alfredo, or seafood Alfredo, which includes shrimp and scallops. Then we have a create your own pasta, served with never-ending soup or salad and breadsticks. You can choose a pasta between spaghetti, rigatoni, angel hair, gluten-free rotini, or brand new bucatini. That is bold. I did not think they would offer bucatini here. Bucatini is like spaghetti except thicker, and it has a hole running through the middle of it. Choose a sauce. You can do traditional marinara, 5 cheese marinara, creamy mushroom, or meat sauce. And then you can add toppings, broccoli, meatballs, Italian sausage, crispy chicken fritta, grilled chicken, or sauteed shrimp. What are we thinking? Jay says, yes, Herbert Billy. Olive Garden doesn't bring it out till you order your main meal. Got it. We haven't ordered entrees. We're getting there. Greeting says Olive Garden, yes. Alfredo and breadsticks are a must. Noted. Catherine said it depends on the restaurant when they bring the breadsticks out. Makes sense. Alyssa said, how do we know Herbert Billy is a he? Yes, I have said he, him. User52 said, the one near me used to, but not in a few years, when they bring the breadsticks out to start. Got it. Frankie says, the big ziti and the cheese ravioli are the only things I ever order outside of just regular Alfredo. Okay. Ask in chat, favorite casual dining? It's got to be Cheesecake Factory, right? It's hard to beat. I love it. It's been 5 years since Catherine has been to Olive Garden. I've only been recently for streaming, but before I started coming here for streaming every once in a while, I'd never been. Not really. More than once or twice. But never-ending soup. Maybe. Angela says, have you ever been a server? I was briefly like a bar back / bartender, but I never was a server. Bucatini is Tiny's favorite. Okay. Frankie says the 5 cheese marinara is amazing and you're a red sauce snob. Okay. Alyssa says, I'm hungry. It sounds good. I love anything with Alfredo. And Catherine is a blank for Alfredo. Okay. User52, if you wouldn't mind getting a poll ready. We're going to put chicken scampi on. Oh, I missed a few things. Calabrian steak and shrimp bucatini. No. Herb grilled salmon, sirloin, ravioli carbonara. Shrimp carbonara. I think we're good. Okay. Number 1, chicken scampi. Chicken scampi number 1. You know what? Chicken Alfredo. Why not? Why not? Chicken Alfredo. Tour of Italy we can put on there. Super Toscana, you think? Anything else? A make your own pasta. Maybe that can be number 4. I'll make my own pasta, whatever that looks like. So, chicken scampi, chicken Alfredo, I forget, Tour of Italy, and make your own pasta. There it is. All right, go ahead and vote. Yeah, no sun-dried tomatoes. I thought Lily was going to say, User52, do you mind getting Catherine its timeout? Well, User52 can do that as well, if you'd like. Hello, blue-eyed gal. Tour of Italy is winning by 1 vote, but any vote could turn the tide here. Chicken Alfredo just jumped ahead by a huge amount. Tour of Italy on its back, though. Technically, the fettuccine Alfredo comes with Tour of Italy, but it's not the chicken Alfredo. So it's a little different, I think. One is chicken, one doesn't. Dang, everywhere, man. You got a lot of questions. Someone said they said, there are reports you have made a lot from your social media business. Let me go ahead and address that. Oh, wow. Tour of Italy. 1. Are you ready to order, friend? Okay. Could I do the Tour of Italy, please? Yes. Let me address that. I am not wealthy. When I say y'all's gifts keep the stream going, I am not blowing smoke. I am not exaggerating like my financial struggles. Like I have been more comfortable at other times in my content creation career or journey, whatever you want to call it. But in the past year or so, it has been paycheck to paycheck. And some months have been losing money. So no, I am not wealthy. I am not living the high life. Yes, I live in San Francisco, so my cost of living is higher than most. But also, no matter who you are and where you are, it's hard to make ends meet right now. And that is true for a lot of content creators, myself included. The only content creators that are doing super well right now are like the mega famous people, the ones that have... It's been great. Thank you so much for taking care of us. People who have like millions of followers, people who are like making huge ad revenue, good for them. But that's not me. That's not me. Tour of Italy 1, yes. Have I ever had to ban someone from Twitch? I don't usually, but mods, absolutely. Sorry you missed the poll. I know Amber would have loved the honor of putting me in timeout. The grilled chicken is always nasty. You think so? Interesting. Chicken Alfredo, but add broccoli. Okay, well, we're getting the Tour of Italy. So we are getting Alfredo. I don't think broccoli is going to be there. We can tell them to get a side if we want, if you think it's worth it. Yeah, absolutely, Giraffe. Just tell them on my way out, Giraffe Kitty, to take me aside, and I'm happy to take a picture with them. Yes. Janice said at this point, schedule a dang interview. Yeah. What's their name again? Everywhere Man. Everywhere Man. You've been grilling me like grilled chicken on chicken scampi, sautéed with fresh bell peppers. I'm so sorry, pretty lady. Oh no, and I'm not asking for you. I appreciate it, Astrid. I'm not trying to. I'm not looking for pity. I'm just trying to clarify that, like, I am not wealthy, and just because I eat at restaurants, like, at home, it's not like this. When I eat out, I don't hesitate to spend money, but when I'm back at home, I'm pinching pennies, right? Like, it's all about it. Well, people can have a pretty skewed perspective on the kind of life I live if you think that my life is always like the stream. It's not. Ba, ba, ba. I bar back, so you can change out a keg then. I spilled a lot of beer. I was only there for like a couple months. I don't even think I changed out a keg. I was like somewhere between a bar back and like I bussed tables. I poured a few drinks here and there. It was a very, very about to go out of business bar, so I didn't do much. If you live in San Francisco, then why are you in Ohio? Because I'm visiting a friend. San Francisco is extremely progressive, yes. Folklore said, I'm very amused that Olive Garden has the cheek to call the menu a tour of Italy. Well, I'll tell you what. It's all about expectations. You don't show up here expecting, like, what you would get at, a Casa or whatever in Italy. This is Italian-American food. It is a chain, but it can be good. So, and we've had good food here. And we're about to have 3 different foods: chicken parmesan, lasagna classico, and signature fettuccine alfredo. Ba, ba, ba. All right. People are so nosy and weird. Yeah, well, people are going to figure out where I am, but like, be cool, I guess. I don't know. There's no reason to try and find me. You know where I am most of the time. Can I just be anonymous for once? Anyways, people are very nosy and weird. Oh, here's the salad and the breadsticks. All right. Y'all are ready? I'm ready for this. Is this my plate? I think this is my plate. Yeah, be cool, everyone. Be so cool. Don't be weird. Don't be lame.
Any extra cheese on the salad? Just let me know when it's gone.
I notice you don't delete negative or disagreeable comments on your video. I find that adorable or admirable. No cancel culture. I mean, let me be clear. The things that people say on my videos, the things people say, they deserve to have those comments printed and sent directly to their employers. In fact, I think maybe everyone should have to do that. Anything you say can and will be attributed to you as a human in real life, because people get too comfortable. That being said, I'm not going to delete comments. And I'm not even going to try to pretend like it's because I'm better than that. It's because I don't want to look at them and I ain't got the time. People can have their little... They're going to talk about me one way or another. I might as well get the engagement. So I appreciate that, but I don't know if it's coming from as an admiral of a place as you might think. All right. I'll let friends take their salad and breadsticks first, and then we're going to have salad and breadsticks. All right. I feel like everywhere is just AI. Wouldn't it be crazy if I was just AI this whole time, 3.5 years, and I really just didn't even exist? And when people took pictures of me in the park, they were using AI to create me? That'd be crazy. Yep, indeed, Brittany. Indeed. All right. Friend, you gonna take some? Okay. Here we are. So this is a salad. It is the house salad, I believe. It is the famous one. I'm gonna try to take some without tomatoes. I just haven't been digging fresh tomatoes lately. I couldn't tell you why, but that's where I'm at. Recently, gotten a few sandwiches, had to ask no tomatoes. I don't know if it's an aversion rearing its ugly head, but I don't know. All right. Friend doesn't seem interested in this at all. Oh, definitely not. It's okay. I've known them for long enough that they put up with my nonsense. Catherine said, people leaving their digital footprint on fake accounts forgetting everything can be traced back to them. I wish it was that easy, because maybe it is, and I just don't know enough, but it always seems like when someone does something terrible, like truly terrible, there's no way of like tracing back who it, not always, but sometimes. Yeah, friend is doing their thing. They're playing some game on their phone. Would you ever do a procedure to change your voice to a feminine one? I mean, I don't like my voice now. And also, who's to say it's not feminine? What is a feminine voice? If you mean a higher voice, probably not. I'm pretty pleased with what my voice is at the moment. Cheers, by the way. This is the breadstick. It's good. It's good. Nice and warm, moist, solid. I like my voice. I've experimented with changing it in the past. It's never felt quite right. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll wake up and be like, you know what? I want a voice train. And when that happens, if that happens, I will. But not today. And probably not tomorrow. Probably not this month. Who knows? Whatever way the wind blows. All right. Yeah, I'm here for this breadstick. Warm, moist, solid. I mean, that's how people describe me, right? Anyone else warm, moist, and solid, right? I take it back. Never mind. If you are warm, moist, and solid, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell me about it. Oh, is there Alfredo sauce? Here, friend. Oh, sorry to interrupt. Yes, thank you. Whoops. All right, let's dip in the Alfredo sauce. You're warm and moist, but not solid. Okay, Michaela. Touche. Alfredo. That's even better. Like way better, actually. Like way better. That Alfredo sauce is killer. I don't even know what to do about that. That's definitely the best bite so far. For sure. Wow. Off topic, I saw the Michael Jackson movie a few days ago, and now I'm in a Michael Jackson chokehold again, streaming his music nonstop. It's unfortunate that someone so problematic has such incredible music. I love his music too. But it's a really complicated thing. And it's made even more complicated that he's dead, because if he were alive, it'd be easier to be like, yeah, I'm not giving my guy that money, but he's not making money. He's gone. I don't know. And y'all know that that movie, the Michael movie, originally had a third act that was all about the controversy. Like, they filmed it. It was supposed to be the movie. But then, so wild what happened. The lawyers of the movie misread or missed something where there was an agreement with the victims of the lawsuit against Michael that there was never to be any sort of depiction on film of what happened, of the controversy, never to be spoken of in a movie. It was like in the contract back then, and somehow they missed it, and they filmed like a third of this movie about it, and then the families were like, what the heck? And they had to refilm it, which is why it doesn't really have an ending from what I've heard. Isn't that crazy? How is Michael Jackson problematic, Optimus? Is that what you're asking? You describe Michael Jackson as he. Well, I should describe him as he. We don't know if the rumors are true. People have come forward saying they lied. I mean, look, I hope that's the case. I recently saw some of like the evidences that were entered against him, and technically none of it is proof that he did the worst thing you can do. But the books that he had lying around of, let's just say, young people with not enough things on, no, should not have been there. Things that are like weird circumventions of the law. Did some people lie? I hope. I hope that's true. But I think at the very least, tell me if I'm wrong, we can agree he was a weird guy that did some weird things that might have been, at the very least, legally and morally questionable. And a lot of the evidence points towards it being way worse than that. But anyways. Kason, I feel like I'm feeling down. I'm good. I'm tired. And I'm like, rebounding from Disney, but I'm good. You're making a second movie. That doesn't surprise me. It made a lot of money. Any friends today? Yeah, Friend is here. Yes. I mean, there are many major pop stars who are problematic. True. Kay says, I don't know if that's true. His family. I mean, here's what I will say. Until recently, I was a little more open to the idea that, maybe people were lying. And look, maybe people did. But do yourself a favor and look up the evidence that was entered against him and read the descriptions of it. Deeply upsetting. And these are not first-hand accounts, second-hand accounts. These are items that were found in his house. No, we don't have a great product. I don't know if that's true. Oh, hold on. I don't know if that's true because his family is attached to it, and I don't think they ever would have allowed that. I'm just going off of what all of the reporting has been saying, because the movie was initially supposed to come out last year, and the report was it's been pushed because they've had to refilm the last third of the movie. And Angela's like, you say that, but from the descriptions of what I saw, that technically sure doesn't qualify as that, starting with a P. Legally, I would describe it as that for sure, based on the description, even if it's not legally. Anyways, someone should write and produce a movie based on my life. Give it a few more years. Hopefully I can, we can get a good act 2 or 3 in there. Anyways, like I said, I really hope that it's a lie and that none of it was true, because I love his music. I want to see the movie. I probably will on streaming, honestly. Like, it is undeniably the most famous person from the 1980s. Undeniably changed the course of music forever. Some of the best songs that have been and probably ever will be produced. Based on the way the world is now, probably no one will ever be as famous of a musician as he was. Yeah, Rainbow, it's a good point. It's a good point, yeah. Online, the book says information was debunked, but I'm not 100%. If that's true, then this is me with my foot in my mouth. Again, I hope it's true. I hope that it was all, obviously, I hope that it was a hoax for the kids' sake. I don't hope it was a hoax, because I think if it was a hoax, then it's awful that happened to him. Because also, one of the things the movie deals with is how terribly abused he was as a child, which is important to keep in mind when we're talking about a person in context. It's not a forgiving thing. We can't forgive someone just because they were treated poorly as a child, but it does help to contextualize. The world also debates he's still alive. I doubt that. I doubt it. Recommend I watch a few documentaries. Okay. Look, again, I hope I'm wrong. I don't want it to be true. I want it to be fake. And who was it? Rainbow said, as someone who has a lot of fake things floating around on the internet about me, I, of all people, should be sensitive to it. It's a good point. I want another breadstick. Taylor Swift and Beyonce both come close to his level of fame. Yeah, I agree. But I don't think, Michael Jackson was everything, though, as far as I understand it. There was no one else. It was Michael. He defined the whole decade in a lot of ways. I think Taylor Swift, yes. Especially with the Eras Tour being so... But, I believe celebrities faking their deaths to stay away from the spotlight is low-key true. Not surprising. I believe it. Yeah, Beyonce and Jay-Z both. Wow. They were all up in the whole Diddy controversy and somehow managed to get away from it mostly unscathed. For the same reason, Ashton Kutcher should be canceled for writing a letter in support of Danny Masterson. Ew. But he honestly, he and Mila Kunis have probably gotten off a little less than Beyonce and Jay-Z somehow. People have forgotten about them. Yep, she was there. She was at those parties. If Beyonce was there, you could probably argue Michael Jackson was there too. I don't know. Again, I don't know much about this. I'm only repeating what I've heard, and I'm open to being wrong. I rewatched the video of her sister slapping Jay-Z in the elevator. I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, user 52 says there's photos of Beyonce at Diddy parties, but not MJ. Okay. Only reason I semi-believe MJ being alive is because since a young age, his dad forced him into the spotlight, and he never had an actual childhood or an experience in a normal life. Yeah, that is true. No. Yeah, okay, I mean, it's true. It's true. We don't know for sure, but hello, Bibella. Yeah. What's it? Solange? Solange is her name, I think. Jay-Z deserves more than a slap. That dude, you know, you look back on that album him and Kanye made, and it starts to make more sense. Was it Watch the Throne? A great album, but made by two very seemingly unwell people. No, it's not. Not when so many other. It's not speculation when so many other attendees said everyone there knew, and it was in no way hidden. Yeah. He has mentioned being tired of all the attention. MJ, I mean, yeah. Babelli says, I've been through this big rabbit hole of Michael Jackson since I watched the movie. There's so much I don't know as a 2000s baby, not gonna lie. Yeah. Even as a 93 baby, I was still a little bit young when the trial was happening. So I didn't really, Oh, you like the fan? You're like the Music Soko fan? Nice. Why do you keep the iPad thingy there behind the camera? So I can read the chat. Oh, this? Oh, I don't know. Because it looks cool. It lets people know in the thumbnail that I'm at Olive Garden. Probably that for the most part. But many people have come forward saying her husband was heavily involved. You mean Jay-Z, I'm assuming? User 52? Probably that. Kay says, then every single celebrity at the Diddy party knew. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Jay-Z is going to hell, respectfully. Yeah. Isn't that why he decided to stop touring in the 80s? Michael Jackson? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not super well-read. All I've seen are various posts here and there. Recently, I saw a post about the book and the paintings. That's all I've seen recently. So, anyways, a lot of really terrible people out there who either did terrible things or bore witness to terrible things. But they got money, so it's okay. It's not okay, but they can get away with it. Michael didn't like touring. There's many clips of him saying that. Yeah, I've seen things to that effect where he. I mean, it's such like a tough thing. I obviously have a very infinitesimally smaller amount of internet fame than Michael Jackson had. Obviously, everyone in the world knew who he was. Not that many people knew who I am, but even at this level of, walking around Disney and having people come to take pictures of me all the time, it is very flattering. But it got to a certain cadence where I'd really need to use the bathroom, and I get stopped by 3 or 4 people on the way to the bathroom, which was so sweet, and I wouldn't want it any other way. But it was wow, I can kind of see day in, day out, if this is your reality every single day, year after year, that it could get exhausting, for sure. All right, food is here. I'm good, thank you. Asking for extra cheese, and I'm good on extra cheese. Thank you.
It's a little hot, so be careful.
Appreciate it.
Do you want any cheese on this?
Hello, Peaches. How you doing? Welcome to Olive Garden. Angela says, I'm not sure about that, but it's part of the reason he always wears sunglasses to shield his eyes. Yeah, I remember that. And I remember he won some award, and he took them off, and it was a big deal. Janet said, it's reasonable to say that you don't get to that level of stardom from people like Jay-Z, T-Swift, etc., without selling their soul. We know too much about the industry to assume otherwise. It does seem to be true, yes. Giraffe says, what would I rate this Olive Garden? I've had a great experience. Everyone's been really nice. The drink is good. The apples are good. The breadsticks and everything's great so far. Yeah. Catherine said, I remember after Michael passed, the helicopter carrying his body flew over my home in LA, and it was an emotional experience. Yeah, I remember when he died. I was in middle school. Yeah, everyone's been great. Jenna said he also talked a lot over the years about wanting to save kids from the industry. Yeah. He was sadly the perfect scapegoat and distraction. Yeah. I know Macaulay Culkin was a vehement defender of him, and Macaulay Culkin is someone I have no reason not to trust. And I want to say, was Corey Feldman also a defender of him? I think, who was like a kid star back then. And that is worth something. There's a clip of someone that looks like him hopping out of a coroner's van after his death. I see. Interesting. Hard to see the food. Okay, can you see it better now? MFK of the three pastas you have had. Mary F. blank. Okay, I'll do my best. The food looks good, yes. You were 9 when he passed. Was 05? I would have been 12 in 05. I think it was 05. You were in high school since I was 19, 20. Me? What year was it? Was it 08? If it was 08, I was high school. I was a freshman in 08. Defending him and trying to out the industry ruined Corey Feldman's life. I did not know that. That's awful. Also, this isn't really well remembered because he survived it, but Elijah Wood, I remember, right around the time of Lord of the Rings, Elijah Wood spoke out about essentially PDFing around Hollywood being rampant. And he was heavily criticized, even in like tabloids, for making, quote unquote baseless accusations, when now in today's day and age, we all know that's happening, sadly. But back then, and somehow I think because he went, after Lord of the Rings, he went more indie and was able to keep making stuff. And, by now he's back in he's still in movies all the time. So remember that? That was crazy. It was 08 or 9. Okay, so I was in high school then. Yeah, okay. Jenna said, I'm trying to think of how old my kids were. Yeah, just graduated high school. Angelus wouldn't remember. Rock and Roll says 2009. Passed the same day as your aunt. Wow. Yeah, 09 I would have been, June 25th, I would have been, I guess I would have been over summer break. From freshman to, because 08 to 09 was freshman year of high school, and June would have been summer. Yeah. The other siblings, Kieran Culkin, calling Kieran. Yeah, Kieran won an Oscar, right, for that movie with Jesse so-and-so? Jesse, not McCartney. The one where they go to the Holocaust stuff, and someone will drop the name. Yeah. It's insane that all the conspiracy theories around 2020 are starting to seem more plausible. Yeah, yes. When you stream on Twitch, do you also make TikToks? I really should do if someone wants to start doing it, if you're a video editor and you're looking to make extra money, we can split the money that I would get from posting them on TikTok, because I just don't have the time to make highlight reels. If you want to do it, let me know. Angela says, I was in preschool when he passed, so I don't remember anything. Did have an MJ face, though. Yeah. Yeah, I post on TikTok and do go live there. But if you're talking about specifically stream highlights, I never have had the time to do that. So, all right, let's try our food. What should we try first? We have lasagna, I think, fettuccine Alfredo, and chicken Alfredo. What do we think? Where should we go first? I say we go, unless I see a different opinion. Yeah, Clip Farmers. If someone wants, because I would like to post those, but I just don't have the time or energy. Let's go, unless someone has a different opinion, let's go lasagna first. And now we're in the spill territory, dangerous spill zone, so I gotta be careful. Also, start thinking, okay, someone said chicken parm, so I'll go with that first. I'll call an audible here. Also, start thinking about dessert, everyone. So this is the chicken parm. Can y'all see it okay? Here, let me raise it up for a sec. Do not spill. I'm not gonna tax fraud. So starting on this side, I don't know which side that is for you. It's chicken parm, then chicken fettuccine. Oh boy, that's a baby crying. And lasagna on this side. But Bella says clips can really boost discoverability. That's how all those kick streamers get viral clips every week, like Clavicular. I would love to do that. If someone out there, honestly, y'all can help me out just by clipping things in the stream that I do or say that you think are interesting. That's very helpful. But also, if you're like someone who knows even a little bit about video editing, I'm open to it, to like a profit share. Did I get mac and cheese balls? I don't even think they have that here. If they do, I'm not aware of it. Okay, we're doing the chicken parm first. Cheers. Monster bite. Okay, I'll do it next. Victoria. Hello, Victoria. Pretty good. Or Olive Garden. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. A little salty. But the chicken is moist. It's a little soggy on the breading, but it's Olive Garden. I'm not totally shocked. Or upset, really. I forgot to do the Monster Bite. Frankie has their life savings on it today. Oh, did not know. Middle next. Okay, here, let me do one Monster Bite and then we'll go for the fettuccine. Angeli says video editing. Okay, well, why don't you stick around for a few more streams so I can get to know you a little bit better. And then we can go from there. All right, cheers. Here's the Monster Bite. Oh. Wow, that was hotter than I thought it would be. It's good though. It's good. Okay, what's the deal with Clavicular scamming people? Scamming hundreds of people to push thousands of clips. How does that work? People will post clips of him and he scams them to do that. I'm not aware of this. No spill. Yeah, I've heard nothing but bad things about this man. I've seen a couple of it. Didn't he get arrested? I don't know. What are we eating? We're eating the tour of Italy. So far we have the chicken parm. Next we go to the fettuccine alfredo. We got a baby crying. Oh, baby cry. We need Spilitino. I don't think we do. I think Clavicular promises profit or something if you post his clips for vitality. What does that mean? For vitality. And he doesn't pay most of them. Okay. Virality. How does that even work? That's like impossible to track. Because he is a viral person. Although maybe he's manufactured it. It worked. You think we need Spilitino? Interesting of you to say, Michaela. Looks a little soggy. The breading on the chicken parm is a little bit, but not in a way that I'm like terribly upset or surprised by. Who am I summoning? Summoning Spilitino, I see. Spill was yesterday, no spill today. I hope so. Angela says, so he hires tons of clip farmers. I don't even know what a clip farmer is. That's why you always see clips of him and he doesn't pay them to do it. So why do they keep doing it? Frankie says, as someone who threw down 68,000 points on no spill, we definitely do not need Spilitino. I'll do my best. Also, I like the fettuccine a lot. It's insanely creamy, but it's doing it for me. So far, I think this and the breadstick with Alfredo sauce have been my fave. The pasta is also surprisingly well cooked. It's more or less al dente, which I wasn't expecting at all. Have I gotten the buzz card graded yet? No, but it did arrive today at the grading location, thankfully. What about him and his team? Why do they keep doing it? I asked, and he said him and his team. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I laughed when you said baby cry. Baby cry. I don't see the option of, oh, you can't clip on your end? Is that not a thing people do? I thought that people did clip. You could clip it because streamers will be like, someone clip that. Do I have to enable it? I probably have to enable it. I've never thought about it. But if y'all are able to clip, or I can make it so that you can clip, that would make things a lot easier for me as far as posting stream highlights. You can in other, okay. So there must be, I have to allow it. User52, can you clip on your, well, you're also a moderator. Who is subbed, but, no, Tina's subbed. Tina's subbed. No, Tina's not subbed. Frankie, can you try? I can enable it. Well, you're also a mod, Janice. I don't know if that affects things. Tina's subbed? Okay. It's not showing the sub badge. Maybe the diamond is the VIP. It's probably just a different thing. It might be glitching. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Why would Tina not be? Of course Tina subbed. Weird question, but did your ex Emily end up getting married? I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't, like, as I remember, they didn't have a wedding date. It was more of just like a in the future situation. I have no idea. I haven't been keeping up with her. I haven't been seeing her posts. So, maybe. You can use the Sari. It's great. Thank you. You can use the Sari bot channel on Twitch, which has a bot that lets viewers clip with the command. Okay. Okay, got it. First is our sub badge. Oh. We were first to sub. Okay, so not only is Tina sub, I was like, how could Tina, like, Tina's gifted so many subs. It would make zero sense for her herself not to be. The first means that you're an extra cool sub. Got it. Okay. Fettuccine Alfredo, solid. Time for the lasagna. Yeah, why is the little screen for? I really just want it to be showing food. I don't need it to be advertising. We'll put the desserts on here. Maybe it'll cycle through the desserts for y'all to look at so you can get an idea of what the dessert options are. Okay, so this is lasagna. Lasagna classico, made fresh daily. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a lasagna head, but I'm into this. It's nothing like, oh my God, best lasagna I've ever had, but I don't even know what that would be. For Olive Garden, this is about exactly what you'd expect. It's solid. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. I could do with a little less oregano in the red sauce. It's not that tasteable, but it's fine. I'm already getting full. Let's think about desserts. Oh, baby. Baby cry, baby cry. Desserts. Okay, I think I can use this thing to read the desserts. Y'all ready? Never had Olive Garden. Well, let me experience it for you. Okay, here are the desserts. Number one, chocolate lasagna. Friend wants to offer whatever this is. Is it Alfredo? I think I'm good, honestly. I've got so much food on my own. It's just mine, but with chicken. Okay, thank you, though. I've got chicken as well. Okay, chocolate lasagna. Oh, friend, you had another one. Okay, hold on. This is scampi. This is chicken scampi? All right. Oh, dang. That's better than any of mine. Is it? It's definitely close. Yeah, I think it is. It's like Italian dressing on the pasta. The chicken looks good. The bell peppers look good. Next time. Hello, Brittany. Next time. That's really good. Yeah, I think that might be. I might sub out bell peppers for something else because I'm not huge on bell peppers, but I am mad. Yes, we have friend with us, Victoria. Okay, chocolate lasagna, which has decadent layers of chocolate cake. I'll show you what it looks like. Decadent layers of chocolate cake, along with creamy chocolate mousse and a delicate layer of crushed wafers topped with chocolate sauce. We, of course, would make sure there's no chocolate sauce. Do you have an Olive Garden back home? No, not really. They don't allow a lot of chains in San Francisco. Strawberry cream cake, which is a vanilla sponge cake layered with sweet vanilla cream topped with fresh strawberries. Okay. Then tiramisu, which I can't do because it has caffeine, but it has creamy custard and sweet cocoa over espresso-soaked ladyfingers. Ooh, yeah, it's definitely Hershey's. No, I've got the hiccups. Then black tie mousse cake, which many of you have been shouting out. Rich layers of chocolate cake, dark chocolate cheesecake, and creamy custard mousse. User 5-2. You should go ahead and, if you're not already making a poll. Sure you're already, because you're already 10 steps ahead of me. Warm Italian donuts. They used to call me Warm Italian Donut in high school. Served with raspberry or chocolate sauce for dipping. The chocolate lasagna is so good. I had it a while ago and I was a little underwhelmed. They use Smuckers. Okay, good to know. And then, is that it? Yes. All right, so I'll read them out to you. There's chocolate lasagna. Oh wait, there's also Sicilian cheesecake. I missed that. Ricotta cheesecake with a shortbread cookie crust. Oh, low battery. Okay, chocolate lasagna, Sicilian cheesecake, strawberry cream cake, black tie mousse cake, and warm Italian donuts. Yeah, and Smuckers. I don't think Smuckers is going to be that much better because last time I was here, it was on there and I wasn't a fan, sadly. All right, here's the dessert poll. I will abide. Even if you want me to get the chocolate lasagna, I'll just do it without the syrup. But these are the options. Donuts, chocolate lasagna, cheesecake, strawberry cake. Did the black tie mousse cake make it on there? Someone's gonna riot. You might have to redo it with the chocolate mousse cake or the black tie mousse cake. Yeah, give them a second. There's a lot of things. Or maybe whatever the winner of this is goes against the black tie mousse cake. That actually might be easier. Literally any cheesecake besides the ricotta one. And there's only one cheesecake on the menu. Sicilian cheesecake, which is ricotta. I don't think they have any other. Yeah, redo. We'll redo. Okay, it looks like chocolate lasagna is going to win. Then we can do chocolate lasagna versus the black tie mousse cake. Yeah. I don't think there's any other. I'm trying to think. I forget which ones we've had. I think maybe a couple times ago we did warm Italian donuts. Done the chocolate lasagna. I don't remember if we'd done the cream cake. I don't remember if we'd done the cheesecake either. And then I don't know if we did black tie mousse. We'll find out. All right, poll number 2. Chocolate lasagna versus black tie mousse cake. Make your voice heard. You're voting. Okay, got it, Mommy H. Chocolate lasagna sounds good with no syrup. Well, we'll see. You don't see the poll? You should be able to see it. It's up. You still got plenty of time, though, to find it. 7-8 with black tie mousse with a slight lead. Now it's tied. It's anyone's game. Chocolate lasagna leading by a hair. Could go either way. We've seen upsets like this. Make your voice heard if you want to see the black tie mousse cake. Now is the time. Also, if you want to override, you can. If you want to send a gift to, you really want to see something. We'll see. Maybe I want to get both. I don't know. Chocolate lasagna seems poised to win with 60% of the vote. I don't know what to tell you.
Would you like any desserts today?
Yeah. Yes, please. First off, it's telling me that I need to contact you about a low battery. So here I am contacting you. It's all good. And are there any? Are all the desserts that are listed here the ones you have? Are there any different ones or?
Yes, all the ones that I have here are the ones that I have.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh, I didn't even see that.
Same one.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do the chocolate lasagna with no syrup on top, please. And friend, would you like any?
The strawberry cake.
And a strawberry cake. Okay.
Tiramisu.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Perfect. We have it. So we are getting chocolate lasagna with no syrup, no sauce, strawberry cream cake, and I think a tiramisu to go. We'll see if that ends up being something we can eat at the. If I can take a bite of it at the table, I will. But also, I would have at most be able to take one bite because I cannot do caffeine. Sadly, I miss caffeine dearly. I'm very sad about it. Always. But what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm already so full. This is enough to take home, right? Is it enough to take home? Friend sounds so sweet. Friend is great. I've known them. I talked about this yesterday, but I've known them since like way pre-transition, and I came out to them, and they were so sweet. So I guess I can say he. He was so sweet, and he knew me before, and he knows me now, and it's like they're a great friend. So yeah, we should take home. Why no caffeine? I abused caffeine for a long time. Sorry, my napkin dropped. I abused it for a long time. I was drinking 1,200 plus milligrams of caffeine a day, which is way too much. And yeah, I eventually got to a point where I was like, I had a breakdown on stream. I'm sure you can find a video of it, maybe even on my YouTube from back in the day. I forget if I ever uploaded that one, but yeah, I was like, I was on such a roller coaster ride of like ups and downs, like multiple times a day. And I was like, I don't know if I was out of control, but my emotions were everywhere. I was all over the place. So I had to stop. And I took like a week or two off streaming. So a couple of years ago, a lot of y'all were there for it. I know Janice was there. I don't know if User 52 was there yet. Almost. Anyways, I haven't been off caffeine ever since. And I really am lucky to have gotten away from it, because who knows how much caffeine I'd be drinking a couple years later. You were there, User 52. Okay, got it. What have we been doing for dinner? Eating the leftovers that we brought home. Like, we had leftovers yesterday, I had leftovers here. Nothing too crazy. And like, Herbert Billy has a fridge with some, snacks in there. So this has been our main meal for the day, though. Janice and you came around at the same time. That makes sense. It's so hard to like, because part of it feels like you've just been here forever. And then part of it's like, well, that couldn't have been true because, there's a certain point at which, we were like a really small community, even smaller, even by TikTok standards. So, yeah. Yeah. It's a long time. But yeah, no, I haven't done caffeine ever since. A few times I have like had a couple bites of tiramisu here or there, or like, had a dessert that had cacao nibs on it, which are caffeinated. Oh my God, that baby's cute. Got like a little bun on top of their head. Doing a little walk around the restaurant. Obviously, I can't show you, but you have to take my word for it that they're very cute. I don't want kids, but kids can be very cute. I'll say that. Yeah, and those times I've had a couple of bites, like maybe I feel like a little tiny bit, but I'm very careful and to not like get back on the caffeine train and not fall off that wagon, because it's just not good for me. You know what I mean? You've never heard Lily call a baby cute. Well, clip that, I guess. I don't know. It's a cute baby. I mean, I don't know if they're a baby. They're like a toddler. They're probably like maybe like one and a half. So they're walking on their own, but just barely. Yeah. Come on. I'm allowed to think babies are cute, right? Am I? I don't know. You tell me. Am I canceled now? For real, for real? Trans person calls a baby cute. Makes me a predator, I guess. That's what goes through my head every time these kinds of situations pop up, where it's like, yes, like any normal human, that's a very cute baby with chubby cheeks. Everyone thinks they're cute. They're biologically engineered to be cute, so they get taken care of. I don't have baby fever, though. I have no interest in taking care of a baby. Hear that? Hear that? No, thank you. I have maybe puppy fever. Give me a puppy. I'm here for it. I'm excited about a puppy. I wonder, can we pay here? Does it have everything on the menu so far? Wow. Yes, it does. Okay. Oh my God, I have the opportunity to do, it's like, can I eat garlic butter off of them tonight? Y'all know those memes? Where it's like, can I stack donuts on it tonight? And then it goes to the other person and they either say yes or no. And if they say yes, the person pays in full, and if they say no, they split the check. It's that. My friend isn't even listening to me right now, so I won't disturb them. Thank you. Can we have box?
3 boxes.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna let friend do this, please. Thank you. Don't let the cuteness fool you. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not. I have been in childcare long enough to know what the deal is. All right, so here are the 2 desserts we have ordered: the strawberry cream cake and the chocolate lasagna. User 52 has baby fever constantly. Is that so? Lisa says, I'm right there with you. No thank you to a baby, but yes, please to a puppy. You get it. Jessica says, I have a 7-month-old, 4-pound Jack Russell Chihuahua named Gizmo. Oh, so cute. I love that. 4 pounds. Crazy. All right. Let's try these. Number 1, strawberry cream cake. Chocolate lasagna looks good. Yeah, and no chocolate sauce, which is an improvement from last time. So, interesting. I'm assuming it's just on a big sheet cake situation that they cut out. Fine. We get a lot of that sauce. It's a little tough, probably because it's been in the fridge for a while. That was close.
You wanted the adult meal, right?
I was expecting worse. It's really not that bad at all. I need another bite. Like, is this a handmade cake? No. But they account for the fact that the cake is a little bit dry with a good amount of frosting, which I'm always hesitant when it comes to frosting because, sometimes frosting can be really bitter. It's like no one cared about the frosting. It's just there to be there and to lubricate the cake. It doesn't quite feel like it this way. The cream is actually decent. And there's not too much strawberry sauce. I fear a dish like this can be overly sweet. The strawberries can be extra sweet. It's not the case here. It's pretty well balanced for sweetness. And the flavor is good. There's real strawberries on top. Solid. Friend, would you like? Not bad at all. We like the chocolate lasagna. You can come cuddle my 8-month-old. He gives the best snuggles, I bet. Yes? You want this? Oh, yeah, take your spoon. He's tiny and a terror. I bet he's a terror. Lasagna looks amazing. We're about to find out. Brady said, I'll leave the door unlocked. He loves to give kisses, but he licks your face, so be ready. I love when a dog licks your face. I'm here for it. Jessica says he has massive ears and a little head and body. He looks like he could take flight. Oh, so sweet. Nats, you never had bitter frosting? Like, grocery store cakes sometimes can have frosting. It's not like endive bitter, but like, is anyone, am I crazy? Where you have a frosting where it's, it's sweet, but there's like a touch of bitterness to the frosting. Like there's like food coloring or something in there that just is off. Am I crazy? Maybe it was just the grocery store I grew up around, but I remember it. And for that reason, I never liked frosting. Okay, here we have our chocolate lasagna with no syrup. You think I'm crazy on that? Should I distract friend? Thank you. Friend, sorry to disrupt. Have you ever had cake frosting that is a little bit bitter from like a grocery store where the frosting is just a little off? Yeah? Maybe? Shrug? Okay. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. It's cute for... Oh, this is your human child will lick your face? Oh, never mind. Not interested in a human child licking my face. Only a dog. Okay. Chocolate lasagna. Right off the bat, it's way better without the syrup. There's like a little crunch in there. Kind of like, you know, a Nestle Crunch bar. Not that I'm a huge fan, but it's got those little like crispy bits in there. That's present here. I wasn't expecting that. It's a nice addition. It's got the same issue as the strawberry cream cake, but not in a way that is terribly upsetting. Again, they balance it with like a good amount of frosting, once again, to lubricate the cake. So it's not like you're eating a dessert. The chocolate flavor is somewhat artificial, but again, not terribly surprising. We are at the Olive Garden. If you are someone who is desperately in need of something chocolate, a couple of bites of this might do it for you. Give you... It's not my favorite. I prefer the strawberry, but it's not bad. Not bad. And friend, you're welcome to try this one as well. I don't hate it. I don't mind it. I'm trying to think. Honestly, really not that bad. And actually, I think the cake is a little bit moister on this one than the strawberry. I think that the difference maker, I'm good, friend, you can keep that. The difference maker is the artificial, it's not all artificial, but there is a level of artificial chocolate in this, which is just not my fave. But again, I don't hate it. And if you're living somewhere where you don't have authentic, if you're not privileged to live in San Francisco or a big city, and this is some of the only Italian food you have, you could do much worse. So, overall, not bad. All right. Y'all ready to do the bill? What do we order? We're going to guess the bill. And if you've never been here before, I'm going to read off all the items we got, and then what percentage I tip, and you have to guess what the total was. Any chance of doing the spill check now? Sure. We're done eating. Okay, here's a question to user 52. There was a bit of frosting on my thigh. It was not on my, not from what I can see, did not end up on my actual dress. It was like this much. I don't know if that counts as a spill because I feel like we've defined it as being on clothes. So I truly don't know. Let me check the rest while you deliberate. Hair. I think other than that very small bit of frosting, which is not, somehow missed my clothes entirely and is now not on my leg anymore. User 52 has put it to a poll. Hello, Felix. This is very controversial. There's a poll though. Y'all can vote. I'm very particular about chocolate. My mom made me this way. My mom and dad made me a food snob, but particularly when it comes to chocolate. Why didn't you want chocolate sauce? Because I don't like Hershey's / whatever kind of artificial chocolate sauce they have. A lot of no's, but 15 yeses. A particle of food that lands on you is absolutely spilled. Look, user 52 is ultimately the arbiter here. As like I said, stain isn't the question, spill can be cleaned up. While y'all deliberate, here's what I ordered. Non-alcoholic, or I guess the dessert pear limonata. Friend got a drink, soft drink. Tour of Italy, chicken scampi, we got a chicken tortilla thing for later. Stuffed ziti, fried mozzarella, some dipping sauces on the side. Strawberry cake, chocolate lasagna, and a tiramisu to go, which I can't try. Plus tax. Plus I'm going to tap. I'm going to tap. Hold on, let me make sure I don't feel like accidentally flashing my card. Where do I tap? Right here? Okay, there we go. Oh wow, this tip screen is so fascinating. I've never seen such a fancy tip machine. I'm going to tip. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tip exactly 30%. Yes, print the receipt. Is it going to print it right here? Oh, that's cool. All right. So wait, what did we say about the spill? Did we count it as a spill or no? But crumbs are different. Crumbs are different. Crumbs are different. All right. And Emo is the only person to have guessed so far. Oh, prediction results is yes. There it is. I'm so sorry. Frankie in particular, I know you put your whole life savings on there. I don't know if you're here right now. I hope you're not. I mean, just so I don't have to face you, you know, because I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And congrats to all the people who... Look, it's out of my control. Blame user 52. Look, I'm going to tell you about a tiny bit of frosting. I'm going to tell you. I'm sorry, Frankie. I'm ashamed that you're here, that I have to look at you. I have to look at you. Not in the mirror, but in the chat. I'm sorry. I failed you. We got a mint. I'm good. We got a chocolate mint. This is going to make me feel better for disappointing Frankie. Frankie, don't worry. I'm about to feel better after disappointing you. Have we ordered yet? Oh, Stunlock. Oh, we certainly have. All right. Let's see. Who's closest? We tipped 30%. Let's see. Was it good? It was solid. Lily, you set us up. What do you mean I set you up? I didn't set you up. How could I possibly have set you up? I told you the truth. There was frosting on my leg. I'm not here. User 52 is the boss of these kinds of things, and of most things, one would argue. Okay. Who's the closest? That person closest. Is anyone closer? Nope, that person's closer. All right. Anyone else? You're watching a TV show that's making you cry. I'm sorry and good, I think. Did someone already do 138? Did they do 138.88 though? Okay, so Soko, you upped your answer from 129 because you didn't put tip. Okay, got it. Noted. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The person that was closest today was one of those. The highest guess was the closest because it was quite expensive today. Pre-tip, it was $137.79. Doing it up at the Olive Garden. I tipped 30%, which was at least, I don't know if it was exactly, but 41.25 is where the scale landed exactly on 30. And it was 179.04, which means that Canna, just by being the highest, even though you were $16 off, I think, something like that, 15, you still won. What do we order? A bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff for later, too. Like a bunch of mains, drinks. Like, we had like three mains, 3 apps. So we had a bunch of stuff. So you're 110 off. Only 110 off. The food was good. Yes. Now, Canna, I think that Canna has won before. Canna, do you know what you won? Does Canna know? It was Canna, right? Canna? Yeah. Canna actually wins nothing. But before I can leave, I must first. I'm getting a text message from the Olive Garden Ziosk. Beep, 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 beep. Yes, I'm aware that I just gave someone nothing. Beep, 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 beep. Yes, I do feel like when I'm here, I'm family. Beep, beep, beep. I am not doing a disservice to my Italian heritage. I'm not made of money. I can't just give Canna $1 million because they guessed the number right. Beep, 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 beep. I'm out of the family. Beep, 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 beep. I'm going to sleep with the fishes. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, fine. I love you. Bye. You win everything. Congratulations. Okay, everybody. It is now time for the stream to come to a close. As a reminder, I will likely... The reason I'm streaming today on a Wednesday and not Thursday, Friday necessarily is because I'm probably taking Friday off instead of today. In theory, There's a chance I do 5 days this week, but a low chance, so don't get your hopes up. I'll be on tomorrow, same time-ish. Low chance of Friday. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Buddy the Elf and LMG for being incredibly generous. Appreciate you both. And we had a couple gift subs in here as well. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to I don't know if it's just me. Had a lot of new people in here today. Welcome. Shout out to you, and shout out to the people who are here every day. Thank you, User52. I agree. It was a great stream. I will see y'all tomorrow. Oh, real quick before I go, how do y'all feel about the Golden Corral versus, maybe User52 before we go, Golden Corral versus Texas Roadhouse? I think I know what will win. Yeah. Also, I'm getting a text message from User52. Oh, never mind. Look, the schedule is in flux. I'll keep you posted on the Instagram thing. I don't know about Friday. There's a chance maybe I'll do not tomorrow and Friday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You love Golden Corral. Tomorrow, Texas Roadhouse versus Golden Corral. Go ahead and vote. Okay. Wow, it's half and half. If you don't know, Golden Corral is a buffet. So Friend, I would have to force Friend to follow me around with the camera while I'm at the buffet, which they have agreed to do. I asked them earlier if we did end up going. We've never been to Golden Corral. Never seen you at Golden Corral. Astrid loves Golden Corral. Felix says Texas Roadhouse. Same at? What do you mean same at? Interesting. Golden Corral winning, but not by much. Y'all are the opposite of the Instagram poll. It was basically the same results, but swapped. Oh, okay. One other thing I wanted to ask while we're voting here. I might be getting my nails done tomorrow. I have them like this right now, but I'm going to a nail person who can do nail art. Oh, yes, Astrid. I'm going to a nail person tomorrow. And they can do nail art. What design should I get? Let me know. And Time Out said we've done Texas Roadhouse. I think we have no choice but to do Golden Corral. Fascinating. Okay, noted. Nail art ideas. And also, I might be getting my hair did color-wise. What color should I do? Felix says rainbow cake pops. Okay. Cake pops, rainbow. Star Wars sounds fun. I do like Star Wars a lot. Like lightsaber could be fun. Maybe. Little Ewoks running around, or it should. It's just Lily Tino. It's an underscore. Lily Tino underscore. And make sure you spell my name with 2 L's. Lily, LILLYTINO underscore. Black hair? I doubt it. I mean, what do you think about like an auburn, like a lighter red, or an orange, like a reddish orange? I love red. Okay. All right. Well, how about this? If you think of any pretty purple/violet, blonde, I'm not gonna bleach my hair. Otherwise, I would. That'd be great. Tracy says purple, like a deep purple. Okay. Okay. Well, if you have any ideas, yes, deep purple. Okay. If you have any other ideas, feel free to. If you have a DM with me, send it there. If not, just put it in the DM request. I usually take a peek through those every few days. Deep purple, orange would be fun. All right, I'll think about it. Light blue? I don't think my skin would go well with light blue. Hair-wise, at least. Okay. Thank you for the input. I love y'all. I will be back tomorrow, maybe with new nails in here. I don't know if that's before or after. I don't even know my schedule.